Hello, beautiful beings. How are y'all doing this lovely Sunday? Hope you've had a lovely week. Hi, Mel. Hi, Gav. Hi, Bobbington. How we doing? How we doing? You guys might notice that there is new biddy badges and new sub badges. I found some new ones today, so I updated everything for you guys. I just woke up. Aw, have you had tea or coffee or breakfast or whatever your usual morning deal is? Self-care comes first in here. Self-care first, then come to stream. Them's the rules. She says as she's hydrating. Still in bed? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So we got some undead zombie sort of themed badges going on now. Like you'll see your little blue paw there. Oh, I did not log out in town. Oh dear. Hi Smeg, how you doing? Oh, the lag. First login, I swear. I'm sleepy and under-caffeinated, so we're just doing some mounts today. Hello, Sad, you beautiful bean. Thank you for the resub. And actually, speaking of, Sad's got our 2.5-year sub. New little paw print. And the new biddy badge. Perfect timing for showing those off. Thank you, Sad. I went to a concert. Ooh, who'd you go see? Actually, we're just gonna get myself out of lore walking because we don't need that right now. Iron Maiden? Nice! That's so awesome. I hope you had a fun time. How are the Eastern Isles, Sad? Hope you're feeling a little better today. Oh, it did put me back in town. Perfect. Now to update, bought the new... Ooh, the new time walking ones. Nice! I haven't got those yet. We are, however, going to go see if RNG favors us today. Probably not, but we're gonna try anyway. 205 for the Pirate Dragon? Nice! Like I said, I think the running theory is that whenever somebody in the group hits, like, the maximum buff, so gets their 5 of 5 for the... like, the full buff, that it's counting for the whole party. And that's why some of us are getting it, like, in 12 runs, some are getting it in, like, 15, some are getting it in longer. But I guess really just depends on who you're in group with. I know some people have done it on alts, but I did it all on one character, and I got it in about 12, I believe. Still in bed at hotel? Heck yeah! You stay nice and cozy in bed, then. Eastern Isles are nicely cool, carrying on and all that. How's Western? Western is also cool, though I did just take my hoodie off because I am actually a little warm. That's just me being, you know, my weird self. I have to re-clean, which I'm not happy about because we have a valuer coming through on Friday. Basically, long story short, like my original landlord is actually my landlord's mum. She unfortunately passed and they've been dealing with like the estate stuff for the last couple of years. So they're finally getting a valuer through so that one of the two siblings can buy the block out. We'll all be safe to stay, like we're not going anywhere, which is the good thing. But because mine's the oldest unit with the least amount of renovations, because I've been here for 15 years, they're coming through mine instead. So I have to re-clean, yay. I was hoping for a nice chill week after like the last 3 weeks of, you know, fridge and washing machine and freezer and everything kind of dying, and it's like, no. Now you get another like semi-mini inspection clean on top, and I'm like, yay! It's fine. Nah, it's all good. I'll come help. My neighbor has already offered to help. I just need to do a little bit of dusting and make my bed in the morning. Like, everything's relatively clean. I'm not super messy. Where to start? Dragon Soul. Let's go to Dragon Soul. Let's see if the stupid Experiment 12B will like me today. Get out of this laggy city. Jeebers. See my frames go red there? A whole 18 frames a second. Rude. But it's fine, because it's Friday morning, so I'm not going to get stuck in waiting mode all day. This would be like... You are not playing from my spare phone. Excuse you. So like it's not too early on a Friday morning because it's like 10 AM, so I'm not stuck in waiting mode all day, and then it's grocery day later that day. So I can probably sneak in some sneaky snacks for myself as a... Nah, my landlord's actually pretty chill. I like him. Took me a long time to warm up to him, but now that I've actually gotten to know him, he's pretty chill. He's pretty chill. It's all good. So technically, I'm helping him out in a way that then helps us out by letting him come through my unit, because if they go through one of the middle ones that have had renovations, obviously the value is going to go up, which means that they're then going to have to raise the rent to cover the difference, and we kind of don't want that. So like, it's better for him to come through like the scungiest of the units than like the newer ones. Because obviously mine hasn't had any work in like 15 years, because I've been here that whole time. Very good tenant. At least I like to think so. I'm the one my real estate and my landlord come to when they like need something. I'm like the mother hen. Peach hearts, yes, absolutely getting peach hearts. Oh, and the honey almond nougat chocolate, the Whittaker's stuff. I bought a block of that last grocery shop, and now I'm addicted, and I need like 4 more. Yeah, that block did not last very long. Good stuff. Yeah, it's really, really tasty. I also like their Hokey Pokey one, which is like their honeycomb one. Thank you for the 5-stream streak, Bobbington. I think they were slightly on special in Woolies. Yeah, I think they were at Coles too. I know, I'm a Coles girly over Woolies. I used to work for Woolies and they can get in the bin. Hi, Saber. How you doing? Oh, your auto shaddy no work. Did Sats work? Sats worked. Ooh, the coconut one. I haven't tried the coconut one yet. PB&J one? Ooh. Okay, okay. I feel what you're putting down there. I also changed my my plater. I was using whiskeys and everyone uses quassies, so we're gonna try quassies for a hot minute. Guy, get your butt back to bed, sir. You are not supposed to be here. You take your migraine-ridden butt and the cats and back to bed. I told you I would shoo you out of chat if I saw you in here. Go to bed, mister. Half the block was smooth PB, half was... Oh, boysenberry jam. Oh, no cursing. No cursing's over. That ended. No, he was warned. Yeah, no, he's not feeling well today, and I told him I could manage on my own without a mod. And that I would shoo him away if he came in, so he was warned. He was warned. I'm here? Okay, we've got a Panzer. See, we have a mod guy. Go back to bed. Chew. I knew you would be here eventually, I just hadn't seen you pop in yet. Because, like, migraines suck, and I don't need that getting worse. Because, no. Mm-mm. Love you, guy. He's not even going to respond now, because he knows I'm going to yell at him. I'm doing good. How you doing, Swiffles? A little bit of a sleepy beans. We're just chilling with WoW today. And hoping RNGesus is kind to us. Yeah, migraines are no fun, and he's like, because obviously it's hot in the States right now. Much like me, he's very, heat is not our friend, especially with fibro. And then a migraine on top, so he's kind of dying. I too am a sleepy bean. Have you got a brew? Me to the sun. Yeah, stab at the sun. And I'm sorry, we've had our turn with summer. It's your turn. I don't want it back. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm looking over.
Thank you for the lyric, Saber.
Always looking.
I do has brew. Excellent. Oh, I did finally try the London Fogs. I think I used too much vanilla because it was a little too sweet for my liking. And maybe if I make it like a stronger on the Earl Grey and a little bit like half the vanilla I used, I think will be good. Why is it so hot? Global warming. Global warming. Just like a lot of Australia is way fucking colder than it should be right now, and we're like, excuse, no. Like, I've had frost on my grass. I don't get frost. I am almost in Queensland. Not quite. I'm a little over the border. But like, we're not supposed to get like that cold of weather up here. No. Why is it so cold? Again, probably global warming. So when one season goes drastically one way, and I mean, Australian houses are not insulated, In Queensland gets more snow than... Oh, yes, I am Aussie. Someone has to take the sun. I don't want it either. I don't know where to send it then, Swiffles. Because I don't want it. Nuh-uh. I've had my season with it. No thank. Thank you again. You kind of said what mischief did he do? Sad. Because he's been warned not to cause... I suppose I want him not to cause mischief to me. Technically didn't say he couldn't cause mischief elsewhere. Earth does 10-year cycle. Sir, remove thy ass from chat. I love you, but remove thy ass from chat. Currently in the beginning of the 10 years of cooling. I mean, I moved to Australia if it's cold. It's science, I had to. Fair enough. Fair enough, I'll give you that. Don't want to send it to you, we'll yeet it into space. This is where you give a mod a self-care timeout. I mean, I'm tempted, but he's a big boy, he can take care of himself, and if he does this to himself, he can only blame himself. You're not dumb, Mel. My accent's a little bit weird for an Aussie. Again, I've talked to Americans every day for 15 years, so mine's kind of, evolved a little bit, I have been told. I think it's still fairly Aussie, but everybody else tells me it's not as Aussie as it used to be. And I mean, Guy would know, he's listened to me talk for 15 years. So, it's to the point where strangers will be like, is that a little bit of American I hear in your accent? And I'm like, yes, my husband is American. So it has to be evolving somehow. And it wasn't like I was like super bogan or anything to begin with. So, yeah. I'm just a little bit odd. So actually, it's kind of really cool, and I would like to see. I find it funny. My mother-in-law had this theory that if I was the only one that talked around, like if Guy and I ever had kids, and I was the only one that talked around them, that they would get my accent, and we're like, "Ma, that's not how that works." You're married too? When Free told me, I was like, "Oh yeah, Free flirts with me. It's not serious. I mean, lots of people flirt with me. It's also not serious." Don't worry, he's all yours. That's just Free. That's just Free. But and I like poking fun at him because he's fun to poke fun at. It's fine, we can share. Oh no, he's all yours, all yours. I have enough mischief on my hands, as you can see. Sorry, I'm putting my hair up, doing the happy debbies. Hey Doc, how you doing? Happy RNG, thank you. Hopefully RNG is kind to us today. Especially this one. If I can cross this particular raid off my list, I will be very, very happy. This one dislikes me quite a bit. Big boy coming in. Hey, sweet. How you doing? Yeah, get those coffee beans. Also, new sub badges and biddy badges. And obviously channel point ones. Okay, I'll take you up on your offer though. I'll make free the bot. Oh my god, not that conversation again. Been a hot minute? It has. It has, but that's okay. Life is busy and people do what people do. You can come in and out as you please. Thank you for the treat. Oh, and the plushie. And a 26% chance. Ooh, good try. Good try. Oh, it's a Junimo again. I love my little Junimo. I do what I do, which is nothing of value at all. Oh, pff, don't say that. I'm pretty sure that beautiful pupper of yours disagrees. Plushie time. Thank you, Swiffles. And we got the cozy little blanket because I'm actually under a cozy little blanket right now. Got my my little heated throw. It's currently not plugged in because like that's a little too warm, but like it's super cozy. She does when I walk her and feed her and play with it. See? And you say that that's nothing of value. Ah, tut. I love the blanket. Thank you. I got quite a few like spooky ones. We're leaning more into like the goth spooky side now because we've got spider webs and like blood drips and the little, I think this one's bats and coffins and bits and pieces. Hey Dan, how you doing? Everybody's here today. What's going on? Yeah, we did a little goth makeup once I learned how to edit all of that in. We got different hairstyles. I mean, technically we can do different animal ears, but I like my fox ears. And horns. There's horns somewhere too. Officially Halloween season? It's always Halloween season now. See, I would be full goth all the time if I had the spoons and the energy for that. I do not. So, Tuber me gets to do all the cute stuff that IRL me doesn't get to do. My walking stick has bats on it. Actually, you'd love the bedding I just bought. I got stuff from Berserk, and it's like a forest witch theme. It's got like bird skulls and mushrooms and stuff on it. That's a set that I thought I ruined, but I managed to save them. Cause I hadn't even, like, it was literally the first wash. I haven't even used them yet, and that was the day my washer died, and they got covered in grease. But dish soap to the rescue. Good old motherfucking dish soap. Not much? Fair enough, fair enough. Peak summer here right now. I know, we were just commiserating about where to send the sun, because, like, I've had my summertime. I don't want it back. It's all yours. Always Halloween in my house? Yes. We've got Witch Kitty sitting up on the shelf next to me. We've got Mothman guarding my computer. We've got, like, spooky little unicorns, like the Tokidoki ones, on top of my PC. We got one Mothman blanket on the couch with Snorlax, and then there's one on my bed. It's kind of almost Halloween in my house all the time, too. I want batty string lights to put up on my curtains. I think that would be really cute. What do you call a caveman's fart? A blast from the past? Oof, I like that. That sounds gorgeous. Thank you. I snagged them. They were going on like clearance sale because they were going out of stock, so I got them half price. So I'm like, yoink. I'll take those, thank you. It's like the fanciest sheets I've ever bought myself, and like I legitimately cried when I pulled them out of the washing machine and they were like covered in grease. I'm like, no, this is rude. But we're good. We saved it. Hey, and my bug in here fixed. I actually have my freaking bars back again. Beautiful. Moment of truth? Nah. 12B still hates me. Alright, where to go, where to go, where to go? We don't need to do Firelands. Oh, Karazhan. Let's go to Karazhan. To Karazhan. I can speak. I can do the word good, I swear. 14% gobbo. No, you could do better than that, Bobbington. You could do better than that. Dungeon, mythic, yes, in. Also, for a little moment of cute, as I was setting up yesterday, I noticed that my little sister's boyfriend had subbed. And then today she followed and subbed herself, and I'm like, you guys are too cute. They're also American, so like they should be asleep right now, so they don't even get to watch, but they're like, here, have the love and support. And I'm like, you guys are too stinking cute. Only 14, back to bed. I need to pee, but too lazy to go downstairs. Go pee. The longer you put it off, the more it's gonna make you uncomfortable. And can lead to like infections and stuff later. Go pee. Do not put off the pee. 14% is probably accurate on 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, that's not a lot of sleep, bub. Definitely need more than that. But I'm pretty sure the Sandman hates us all, and I don't know why. I don't know why. What did we do to piss him off? Sad, what did we do to piss off the Sandman? You seem to always have the answers. Sandman needs sacking? He does. My problem at the moment is because it's cold, I'm T-Rexing in my sleep, and it's messing up my neck and my shoulders. But it's so cozy. Until the morning, and then I hate myself for it. Overconsumption of caffeine for me? Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I've actually been behaving with caffeine. I actually have water and nothing else right now. Be proud. Straight water at that. Went to a barbecue for a couple of hours? Proud of you, thank you. Then 9, no, that's too much peopling. That's way too much peopling. Aw, thank you for the clip, sad. Cause like they didn't even say anything. It was just a sneaky. I log in and see my little Twitch dash, and it was like, I was like, aw. They're so cute. Honestly, I hadn't even realized he'd followed me back because he started streaming himself too. He mostly does arenas for WoW. Got home at about 2 a.m. Oh, that is way too late for a barbecue. Bugger that. Nope. Woke back up at 5:20. I'm sorry, bud. That sucks. Redeems hydrate. I hydrated, I promise. I did the thing. Jump, little chicken, jump. Me, he's always wakes up at 5. Oof. No, 5 a.m.'s too damn early. Like, my alarm is set for 8. I woke up earlier than that this morning. I did not, however, get out of bed until like 7:30. It's water to Swiffles. It's good old plain water. Filtered, of course, because ick, otherwise. Good sis, thank you. We tried to do the self-care. Then I had some delicious butter chicken before stream. And we have leftover pizza and garlic bread for after stream. Horses. Yeah, horses. Mel has horses. Also, I found the most heinous motherfucking jumping puzzle in Warcraft, and I'm like, no, Blizzard, how fucking dare you? So for those that do play and know about the protoform synthesis stuff in Zareth Mortis, there is a freaking jumping puzzle to get one of the ingredients for one of the mounts. Not only is the jumping puzzle sucky as it is, there's little floaty gold balls that float around the room that yeet you off the jumping puzzle, and I'm like, no, we're ignoring that mount. I don't care. It's not happening. It's just rude. All right, none of this one either. Rip. Alright, to CG. Let's see if we can get another raptor. Tap water is ick too. Sad enjoyed it though. Ugh. No. Filtered water or bust. Sweet mine. What have I missed? Oh, the water. Right. Spay. Good water. I used to have guildies make fun of the way I said water and lava. I mean, the way I say lava now is a lot milder than I used to, but it was like, are you saying larva, Hannah? No, lava, like the molten thing. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, god damn it. Where am I going? CG. Right. Yep. Brain on, I swear. Fish and chips. Oh, fish and chips. Nom. I mean, you can keep the fish. I'll eat the chips though. With chicken salt, please. Lots and lots of chicken salt. So what's everybody been up to this week? I've played probably way too much WoW. I am halfway through Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb, which means I'm on book 10 of 19. A lot of books. I am desperately waiting for the next episode of the Apothecary Diaries. I binge watched the heck out of Cinderella Chef, all 3 seasons. I want more, but like it ended on a good point, so I know there can't be more, but at the same time, I want more. I also binged all of Raven of the Inner Palace. And Guy keeps introducing me to great series that are either not all out or are entirely too short, and he needs to stop doing this to me. Give me something long to watch, okay? Not quite like Bleach, Naruto, Fairy Tail long, but like long. Hey, Devo. Spooky, scary skeletons that shivers down your spine. I know, I can't wait, Bobberton, I can't wait. Spooky, scary skeletons that speak with such a screech. Super-powered apocalypse librarians. Doc, you have to tell me more. I'm now intrigued. And actually, do you like anti-hero sort of stuff? Because Sanderson does a series called The Reckoners, which kind of has like an anti-superhero twist to it. It was actually really good. I quite enjoyed that one. And honestly, it's one of his lesser known ones. Most people just know of like the Cosme. They don't really pay attention to his non-Cosme stuff, which is criminal because it's so good. But do tell me more about these superhero, the superpowered apocalypse librarians. Has a good lineup. It does. We're getting more Dandadan and Kaiju number 8. Crap. There are others. My Dress Up Darling. There's way more, and my brain is blanking out on like 3/4 of it right now. Almost done with Terror by Dan Simmons. Good book. Oddly sexual at times. That does tend to happen with like a lot of adult books. I think I have 18 on my list to watch. Did we get this new? Yes. So the new spray bottle, I replaced the static spray bottle that we previously had with an animated one because I did say I was going to add an animated one. And instead of spending the time animating the static one we had, I actually used the same one we have for the Neko spray command. It's not on my Steam Deck. Oh! Neko spray. Oh, I need to move that. Ha! Whoops. Because now I'm on the other side of the screen. Hold up. Where are my spray bottles hiding? Ruh-roh. Looks good and fun. Yeah, we had to put the spray bottles in because chat was chaotic from like the get-go. Where are my spray bottles? Gifts? Spray bottle, there they are, hold on. We want to replace this one. Left spray, where's my left spray? That one. Is that for when I come out with cursed things? It's when everybody comes out with cursed things. There's one for you guys to spray at me for when I'm being cursed. And, one for when you guys are being cursed. Spray bottle. Shove that over there. Like, come on, let's sort of stream. I mean, that would be... I feel like it would be too thick of a substance for that to work well, unfortunately. Captain. Oh, what is... Oh, it's Thirsty, I think. For that one, Bobbington. For Captain of the TSS... the... Crap, what was it? Captain of the SS Thirsty? That'd require either a lot of people or a lot of storage. Possibly both. Oh, we'll look it up. The Super Librarians are an all-girl team of community organizers who are working with semi-hot retired super soldier guys to rescue the Library of Congress. As trashy as it sounds? Alright, you have me intrigued. Please send me details. Getting jizzy with the fizzy. Oh my god, that is not a phrase that was on my bingo list for this week. Me, I'm tired. We're gonna have a nice, cozy little chill stream. Every single time, chat's like, nah, hold my beer. Every time, I swear. Work was slow so I can relax. Yes. And then there's always my usual safe chatters. Yeah, see, chaos. Those Panzer's never a safe chatter. Nope, none for this one either. Rude. Thank you for the booty booties, Panzer. Alright, $2 Because little girl hates us. Ooh, thank you for the glasses. And actually, these oddly kind of match the blanket. Waiting a week so no one suspects a body is heckin' smart. Is it Narcissist? Is that who you're getting rid of? Because that would be great. Safe chatters? Yeah, usually there's some of you who are not my chaos beans, and then you turn around and become chaos beans, and like, oh, okay, never mind. Nope, I wish so, damn. One could only hope. Azum. Narcissus on holiday for another week? Well, I guess that's still a perk, I guess. I found hay on my bed. Did you track it home from the horses? I see those chaos eyes. I see that. Act all cute and innocent. Right. Probably. The only thing I seem to track in is dust. Ugh. Gets everywhere. And builds up so fast. It's annoying. I get another Polish one. This one I need to watch more though. Ah, fun babysitting time. Seriously though, we need a Suramar themed like house decor stuff for player housing when midnight drops. Although I think we're getting that pre-midnight, if I'm reading the roadmap correctly. So they'll give us housing before the expansion drops, so that we can keep ourselves busy with that while they're working on the X-Pack. Whee! Okay. Need thick. Boink. Like, why would you not want your house to look something like that? How pretty is it? It's so pretty. Give me all of the pretty glowy purple flowers, and like a Suramar crossed with autumn mold vibe is what I would want. And it will be magical, and all my little druid army will be happy. Thank you for the plushie. Oh, it's the Korok. How cute. Swipe, 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 swipe. We've also convinced little sister to play another healer because she tried to go back to her hunter and she was all like, no, this feels weird. And we're like, yeah, that happens when you swap to healing. So she's got her priest and she's just like, I might go back to my evoker. And we're like, go druid, go rest a druid. Do it, do it, do it. One of us. Because both me and brother were both on our druids at the time. We're like, yes, full druid army. One of every spec. I mean, at least it's not poo. This is true. This is true. Yeah, haha! You found me. I still need to make that compilation video of the Korok torture in Zelda. That's a lot of footage to go through though, and I have not gotten around to it yet. Also, for my WoW fans, yay or nay on us getting Tazavash back as a mega dungeon next season. Because I didn't ever do it when it was current, and I love it as an instance now, so I'm kind of excited, but y'all might have different feelings. Nay? Ooh, okay. Smek says no. I think Saber's lurking, so like we won't get an answer out of him, but first it's the last day of this co-worker? Ah. Well, I hope it goes well. I think we're getting like a hard mode style thing with it. Don't remember it being too melee friendly. That's right, because you Zug Zug. You Zug and Zug some more. Lady, we don't need your RP. Can I just murder? Technically don't even need you at all. I need the last boss. Oak. Ah! I will say the last boss for like current runs has been pretty good for my monk, because my monk obviously has death touch, and so we can cheese that last broken fight. Curious to see how that's going to go with it being actual content, and if that fight is going to take us a million years or whether it gets fixed. Be nice if they could fix it. Alright, she's finally here. And goodbye. Boop. Phase 2. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. It's just you need the people to shoot through the starting arrows. Ah, which is impossible solo. Gotcha. Okay, okay. See, I'm gonna have to look up pretty much everything for that one, because obviously I don't know the mechanics, because I just blast through it at max level, so I'm gonna have to learn. To be fair, it's not like I didn't just watch a video 2 minutes before stepping into Liberation of Undermine. Whoops. I didn't even do that on LFL. Right, to Gul'dan. Also, there's I don't know if it's a true theory or if they're just teasing, but there's supposedly a third Demon Hunter spec coming. I don't know if it's going to be an actual third spec or if it's just going to be customization options. There's so many dangerous emotes. They're all so cute though. Why is Pedro dangerous though? Could be like green walk. Yeah, see, most people are assuming it's a spec, but I reckon it might be a customization. Unless they get sort of like a support spec or something. I don't know. Or like a weird, like oddly... No, because it has warglaives. So it can't be ranged. I know, it's a very strange choice either way. And I've kind of said to my guild that we kind of have to maybe do mythic raiding next season because I want the Sparkle Dragon. Because I can't use my Sparkle Chicken from the Alliance side as a horde. Which I think is an absolute travesty. Let me use my Sparkle Chicken. So, yeah, I'm gonna bully them into raiding so we can get the dragon. Yeah, Sparkle Dragon. It's a we're very void themed right now from the current content, and so it's like a void themed dragon with like little star sparkles in it. Taz and Arakara are the ones from S3. Oh yeah, Arakara. Ugh. I like Priory. I do like Priory. So mounts. We got a little Spooder. Look how cool this guy is. We got our giant lightning mech. For those that remember me running Tazavesh the other day and being like, how cool would this boss be as a mount? Kabam! We now have the boss as a mount. We got the little wombat. And the I Spy. Or, yeah, the I Spy. The white lynx, which is one of my favorites. Bug. Lots of bugs. Male muncher, and there's a couple others hiding, but those were the big ones. Protoform wasp is cool. Yeah, I love the protoform mounts. I got one of the stags, the Vombarda, and the spider the other day. I finally figured out that stupid treasure chest in Sepulcher, so I did it twice to get a backup just in case. Had a customer come in for empty boxes left instead with paving slabs. The local company who sort the bus stops next to... Ah! Well then. Any recommendations for breakfast? Ooh, depends on what you've got. That changes everything. Actually, it's cheap. Hello, Reeves. Hey. I never get to use him enough. I have him, but never gets used. It's normal. Cup of noodles if lazy. Ooh, I do like noodles for breakfast. Thank you again, Sad, for the carbonara buldak noodle recommendation, because those are really good. Eggies on toast? Blah, you can keep the eggies. No thank you. But pancakes and bacon sounds really good. Bacon. You don't eat bacon? Oh, for breakfast is an apple turnover. Ooh, that's also a good choice. My neighbor was a sweeping and she shared a cream apple tart thing with me the other day. Oh, so good. Block of cheese? Ooh, cheese. Cheese and crackers. I've had everything from like spaghetti to nachos to meat pies to pancakes. Chicken nuggets. Like, it doesn't have to be a breakfast food. Like, food is food. I don't like subscribing foods to like certain meals. I think it's silly. Especially like, because most of the breakfast foods are like super sweet and like full of sugar. And honestly, they're not gonna keep me full all day because I don't usually do lunch. all that often, so I like to do something bigger for breakfast and then, yeah, chocolate breakfast for days. I mean, I have definitely done it, and it is definitely dietitian approved because she's like, I don't care what you eat for breakfast as long as you eat something. And then you can focus on like more nutrition later. But yes, chocolate for breakfast. Lunch is my bae. I don't know, I just get busy during the day, and I don't know if it's the ADHD squirrels or what. My hunger cues are all messed up, so like breakfast and dinner are like the two I can like mechanically make myself eat. That's why I also have Alexa yell at me in the background to like remember to hydrate, because like my squirrels are forgetful and sleepy and will not remind me to do things. Piece of fruit is nice and easy for brekkie. You could do a Turkish breakfast. Ooh, what's a Turkish breakfast? So if lunch is your base, Meg, what's your favorite lunch? No, I don't know. That's why I asked. Soup? Ooh, favorite kind of soup? I had to introduce the Americans to pumpkin soup when I was over there one year. So I made homemade pumpkin soup with bacon bits on top and like with sour cream and good bread and the whole 9 yards. You'd think for a country that like eats pumpkin pie, that pumpkin soup would be a thing. Not really. Like, oh, okay. Almost all? Excellent. Had a lovely pho. Ah, nice. A little bit of pho. See, I can't do pho because I do cilantro in the broth. I found out the hard way. I have the soap gene, so like, yeah. Can't do miso either because they usually have cilantro in it. Took me way too long to realize why I didn't like miso. Not all places do. Well, the ones I've been to so far usually have cilantro in it. So I'm usually the first one scouring the menu because like Maggi changed their chicken noodle broth, and it now has cilantro in it because I can taste the soap. Yucky. I make them at home, I leave it out for my sis. Yeah. My mother-in-law does that too. She'll make pico de gallo, like fresh pico, and because we have a running joke that we have taco days, because I used to have like a countdown on my fridge that said like days to go, like my visits, but it read like tacos through my webcam, so now it's taco days, and she makes me tacos for my birthday because I'm usually there for my birthday. And so she'll make fresh pico and she'll put some aside for me and then mix the cilantro in for everybody else. She's a cutie. Yeah, tacos. Permadrolls. I just made myself hungry too, so I apologize for making everyone hungry with taco talk. Taco, taco talk. I wanna have some tacos now. Nothing from here either. Damn, okay. That's Legion done. Let's go Draenor. Taco Tuesday went to Taco Bell. Crunchwrap Supremes and cheesy potato burritos, please. That's my go-to. I don't fly well. I get motion sick. Like, even as an adult, it was just something I never managed to grow out of. And so I starved myself on flights because, like, nobody wants 24 hours of flight and like, wanting to puke the whole time. So, Guy picks me up a box of, like, a dozen tacos and a couple of energy drinks. So he is prepped and ready the second I get in that car, and it is so damn good. Because I'm like, I am hangry, you had better feed me, and then snuggle the crap out of me. Feed me. He is prepped and ready. Ooh, and usually with cracked chips. Especially if we get the tacos fresh instead, he will at least give me a bag of cracked chips to eat while we get to Taco Bell. Never had Taco Bell. Closest one is an hour away. Taco Talks Tuesday to Sunday. Sunday. I got the taco thingies. I do 2 for $2.50. Ooh, nice. Cheap tacos, even better. Hey Star, how you doing, beautiful bean? Oh, yeah, eating on a plane is not fun. Yeah. They tried to tell my mom that it was something I would grow out of. Yeah, I never did. Like, guy took me away for a honeymoon one weekend, and like he had the heater on, which made it 10 times worse, and then we're on a really windy road, and I'm like, my dude, you're either gonna have to pull over or roll the windows down and freeze because I'm going to puke in your car. So he sat there in like -2 Celsius weather with the windows down, so I didn't puke in his car. Like, it's bad. I think it's partially because like I have like astigmatism and my eyes aren't all that great. I also get like vertigo, which doesn't help. I'm just a walking ball of what? So yeah. Hold on a second. Tired and sloth bit here. Well, you can tired and sloth all you like. Ooh, now that's a breakfast spread. That looks delicious. Thanks for sharing, Mel. What's on the Steam Deck today for cozy couch cuddles stuff? No, you can get glasses for astigmatism. I have glasses. I hate them. Like, they were meant to make my headaches better, and they don't. They just give me more headaches. I've gone through like 3 sets now, and none of them have actually solved the problem. Like, I got told that my eyes are overworking and that we needed to train them back into like a normal state, and it's just, it hasn't gone well. So like, I should wear them and I don't. Judge all you like. I'm mostly mad because it cost me $600 for the frickin' pair, and they're goddamn useless. And I got sick on top while going out to freaking get them, so like I didn't really want to go back out and get them adjusted when I got sick for like 2 months just from picking the bastards up, so. Hey. No surprise bumps and turns when you have hands on the wheel. This is true. Less so driving. Yeah. See, I have to be in the front seat. Like, have to be in the front seat, which is really awkward when like my adopted parents take me up to the airport because they have to kick my poor elderly like adopted mom into the back seat. They're like, I'm sorry, but this is the only way you can get me there without me puking. I'm really, really, really sorry. Yeah, and then like it's best if I'm driving, but like I also haven't driven since like 2012 because I haven't had a car since then, so like that's not really an option for me. Because you can distance stare. Exactly. See, Smack gets it. Never tried Bulldog, but they sell well at work. They're really good. You should try them, Bobbington. If you like spicy anyway. For astigmatism too, I wear anti-astig correcting glasses and contact lenses, but really blind, so meh. See, mine's weird because like everything, like text is blurry. Like it's readable, but it's kind of like there's motion blur on, is how I describe it. For the gamers in chat, you'll understand what I mean. It's kind of like there's motion blur on text. And it's not bad enough. I know I need to wear my glasses, but like, honestly, they just give me more headaches than they fucking solve. So like, I've kind of given up at this point, and I just deal with it. 3 times spicy chicken ones for Bobbington. Ooh. More Rune Factory. Yay! Well, I'm drooling on the couch. Are we making you hungry, Star? Because I think we've all made everybody hungry. I'd come share my pizza. Can't eat spicy, but I'd always eat the Bulldog spicy. Nice. I do like spicy. My white girl genes do betray me because I am very, like, heavy European white. Like, grey eyes, blonde, paler than than fucking paper. And like my nose will run like the fucking devil, but I will still eat it. Give me jalapenos and Bulldog and the spices and bird's eye chilies and like good Thai food. I will suffer. I don't care. All light sources get those weird halos. Before my astigmatism was corrected, I thought all lights had halos on them. Yeah, I get like the little, it's not halos, it's like the star patterns. I get the star streakies. And like motion blur on text, like the two that are most noticeable for me. They put like multifocal lenses in my last pair, and they made me so sick because like the bottom of the lens was different to like the top of the lens, and I hated it. Maybe I just need to wear my glasses more often and just suffer through it for a while. Ugh. Someone bully me into wearing my glasses more often. But I found out normal people don't see the halos around lights. Yeah, those things. Get them bad, especially with LEDs and red lights. And you notice it more at like a night. And like car lights. Car lights are the absolute freaking worst. I hate them, especially because everybody's got freaking LEDs in their headlights these days. I'm like, can you just not, mate? Like the lights are spready. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it's kind of like streaky, like it's like a starburst, like but not like your standard like 5-pointed star, like the big like 12 pointy ones, but like fuzzy at the same time. Okay, bet every day you don't wear them, I'll gift you stuff. No. Okay, hold on, let me grab my glasses. Also, those that wear glasses, how do you keep your fuckers clean? Because I swear to God, I'm cleaning them like every couple of hours, and I hate it. No one uses handbrake either, or blinkers. Nobody seems to know what a fucking blinker is. See, my mother's always used to say it wasn't my driving she was worried about, it was every other fucker on the road. And I'm like, yeah, she's not wrong. Like, to the point that I did defensive driving courses when I got my license, mostly also because we had like a big car crash where like a heap of, there's like 5 boys in the car. 4 died, only the driver made it out, kind of a thing. So we had a big thing in our area where they made us do defensive driving. So I got quite a hell of a lot of driving training. I started to be a grandma. Loud noises make my head hurt. And oh, timing. Hello. Oh shit, that one. Dude literally gets here and disappears just as it spawns. I feel bad for him. No mount. Hella rude. Hey Pommy, how you doing? I can't sleep with lights on either. I used to have to sleep with like TV shows in the background because that was like anxiety and trauma. We are back down to music. Just music. We have lo-fi on in the background now, and I'm very proud of myself on that one. For those that know, you know. But yeah, everything else has to be like dark now. Extra driving training is always good. Yeah, Australia is really strict on their licenses. We have like 150 hour requirements for licenses now. Plus, I think it's 50 hours of night driving. Or at least for my state. We had a lady at our local RTA. We referenced her as the Dragon Lady because she was really freaking strict and she hardly ever passed anybody first try. I was one of her first try passes. Most of my friend group took like 2 or 3 tries, and yet I got made fun of for my tiny little Daewoo, and I'm like, my dudes, at least I haven't wrapped a car around a pole like all of you yet. So, suck it. I might be a granny driver, but at least I'm a safe driver. I still indicate every roundabout even when no one's around. Good man, Sad. Good man. As you should. Don't have my license yet. Mel. Weirdly strict in some cases and weirdly not in others. Yeah, like our P-plate laws are a little bit odd on some of them and could be better on others. Just woke up sleepy. Do you have a brew, Pommy? Have you got coffee? Also, how is the lovely Chungus today? How is his big fluffy butt? Has he bitten you for breakfast yet? Sounds like Dragon Lady had a point. If all the people she failed... Exactly, Doc. Like, there was a girl at school, she hated me. And, like, I was not a very popular kid at school, in case you probably couldn't tell. So I had this tiny little 2-door hatchback. It was a little shit box, and everybody else had their, you know, their Commodores and their, you know, their fancy whatever popular cars were at the time. Yeah. I was pretty much one of the only one that never got tickets and never crashed. Nothing wrong with a little Daewoo. That little Daewoo cost me $30 to fill, and she'd last me 2 fucking weeks. I loved that little thing. And yet the girls that complained about it didn't have their licenses, and I was the one saving their asses from having to catch the bus everywhere. And I'm like, don't you dog on my little car. Quick unique conditions on some of our roads, especially out of cities. Yeah. He's enjoying the sunshine. I love that. Give him nose boops and head scritches for me later, please. Tends to be relatively slow, but found sitting on the cruise at 70 is far less stress. That works. That works. I like my funky little cars. Guide's got a cute little Scion. He had a Subaru, and I told him he's allowed to get rid of the Subaru because I'm keeping that. That's mine. I'm keeping the Subaru. Thank you. It's a station wagon, and then like I have memories. But yeah, he's got this cute little roller skater car, and it's adorable. Citroen DS3. Ooh. I'll bring you, but you'll have to buy the food. Fair, fair. He's small and funky? We like small and funky. Honestly, some of the big cars are so freaking expensive to keep running, and I don't understand why people keep getting bigger and bigger freaking cars. Like, A, how do you park them? B, how are you affording to run them? Also, why do you need to be that freaking high up? What are you trying to prove? What are you overcompensating for, you know? Drive an old 2200 Jazz? Ooh. Ah, horse trailers, right. Put £10 in that, goes for 2 weeks easy. Heck yeah! Arms race now? Competitions. Every mum wants their demon spawn safe. Yeah, that's true. Fucking, yeah. Or gets a bigger car they aren't capable of driving well. Yep. Let alone parking. Yeah, that was the thing, is like, again, people mocked the crap out of my little car. I think the other one, the best other one at school, we had someone with a little Datsun. And it was the cutest little thing, and like the guys would troll the crap out of her by like picking it up and moving it. But like, it was the cutest little fucking car ever. I loved that little Datsun. Everyone had their Commodores and their Skylines and, you know, all the fancy cars. I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. Oh, and of course the Fords. They're always the Ford loving dudes in school. All the Falcons. I love the random conversations that start in chat. We're talking food, and now we're talking cars. I love it. Elderly drivers used to drive micro marches, and now mirrors went crossover. Fix or repair dailies. Ah, see, ours for Ford is fucked on race day. I love that everybody's got their own little acronyms for Fords. But yeah, fucked on race day is the Aussie one for Ford. Was slack getting my license because where I live it wasn't a necessity at the time, and then I wouldn't ever be designated driver. Found on rubbish dump. Ooh, I like that one too. Sorry for the stinky ad. We'll be back soon. Stinky Twitch ads. Do. The ads have claimed me for I am in. No. Okay, he's not missing much. We're just running across the bridge. Stinky ads. Stab the ads. I'd turn them off if I could. Yeah, let's fix it again tomorrow. Oh, I like that one. First is for esports. Esport ads. I mean, that's better than some that I get. Can't recall any off the top of my head. See, my parents owned a couple of Fords when I was a kid, and they always broke down. And so, like, they were always called Dead Set Lemons. And honestly, when I got sick, I took the moniker Dead Set Lemon from birth, and like, people either laugh hysterically and get the joke, or they get oddly offended when I describe myself as a Dead Set Lemon. And they're like, no, that's so rude. And the others are like, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's fucking hilarious. I'm like, no, it's meant to make you laugh. Like, my mom was an ice addict. Like, I was underbaked. I have not, like, I managed a fair chunk before it got too bad, but like, I have no immunity to chickenpox or to measles. I've had like chickenpox 3 times. Like, it was awkward. And now like my immune system's just rebelled, so like, It's not a lie, but yeah, some people don't appreciate the millennial dark humor and it shows. Sort of fucking SUV. Goddamn SUVs everywhere. What we got next? Also still stuck in ads. Boo! 38 seconds. We're almost done. Okay, we're done with Panda, because I did all of that during Remix. We've done Dalaran. Done Draenor. I'm done with Northrend. Bar Time Lost Proto Drake, but the likelihood of it being there is pretty low. Praise Remix. I'm so excited for Legion Remix. Because Antorus. That's all I'm gonna say is fuck Antorus. Hey. Pedro, 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 Pedro. Oh, I need to get out of here. I saw it. There's a thing about Oz not having EVs. We do have EVs, they're just not super common. Oh, Zandalol. Let's go to Zandalol. Just mentally think of the panda instead of Pedro. Pedro, Pedro. Want to see more BYDS around? Yeah. I know that a lot of Aussies are struggling to find EVs that aren't Teslas, but I know that there is a couple of brands floating around Oz. You and everyone buying a swastika? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. Actually, I really hate it. A certain pressure cooker brand has gone to the dark side, and I'm really disappointed because I love mine, and now it means when it dies, I'm going to have to find an alternative brand. Just fuck it. And yes, it is the big name brand for the pressure cookers, and if you have one, you know which brand I mean. Buy a small modern petrol car, run it for 20 years. Oh damn, people ruining everything. Yeah. The only problem I had with my Daewoo is that mine decided it wanted to chew through radiators and we could never figure out why. That was the only problem I ever had with it. The amount of coolant I had to keep in my car was ridiculous. Give a wary pass to pre-24 plate. Deputy, yep. I don't know. So it's the Instant Pot brand that unfortunately has gone to the dark side. They got bought out a while ago, so it wasn't even the OG owners. So like the new hands have gone to the Tangerine side. Not call out names. Yeah. Hey Free, how you doing? Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Hey, your door kick no worky. Rude. Up. There's a door kick. I know there's a door kick. There it goes. Problem is a lot of petrol cars now have self-grenading engines. Yeah, that is kind of a problem. I've never heard of this brand. I believe it's an American brand, Bobbington. Yeah. That's probably why you've missed that one. So go for your, you know, your other brands on that one. Devil, what I do? Melon Panzer were talking about you. That's lyrical. I got you, girl. Google AI trying to defend them. AI review plus the phrase Instant Pot fascist appears to be a misunderstanding or misuse of words. Instant Pot is a brand of multi-cooker, not a political term. No connection between the appliance and fascism. That's so funny. Mel sold you out, so you have to come here for Cuddles. Okay, I here for Cuddles then. No. You're not cuddling me. You're going to cuddle Panzer. EcoBoost and PureTech wet belts. Ah. Yeah, you're not cuddling me. You're cuddling Panzer. Come here, Panzer. Cuddles the freebie the only way he understands. Cuddle puddle! Mean as fuck? Wait, who's mean as fuck? What about me? You can be part of the cuddle puddle. I'm sure the boys won't mind. Oh my god, Talanji, stop talking and let me through. What a rubber belt in oil means it degrades, breaks engine. It breaks and engine goes bang. Yeah, which is not a good thing. Oh me, I mean as fuck. Alright, who am I bonking to thirsty jail? Because clearly some of y'all need to go to thirsty jail. Actually, hold on. I love how Free's like me first, and literally he was the one I picked first anyway. The Stellantis Puretex have gone back to chains rather than belts. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and now we have butts. Yep, thirsty jail has been... The keys are out. People are going in. Good idea, put us all in a confined space. That'll help. At least there'll be a way for everybody that doesn't want to see the hanky-panky. So, like, kinda works. Order keys. Ah, that thing you're not allowed. Mel's cracking out the spray bottles. 1.2 liter engine in a big car still tends to grenade. I can imagine. I can imagine. Key goes in a door to open a door. Yeah, Free doesn't know what keys are. He just breaks things. That's okay. Big Bunky, go sleepy sleep. Who's had an engine go bang? Not me, thankfully. I've had to watch my stepdad put one back together, though. I'm a hero of saving time. Want me to change the language? Oh, we're getting sass. Left, right, and center. Thankfully not me, but aware of issues with current petrols. I trust the people that are actually car people, because I am not car people. That is not my brand of nerdy. Sorry. So probs will go EV rather than buy a used time bomb. Also fair. Also fair. And imagine how cool it would be if I did. Aw, I'm stunned. Jaina, save me. No? Okay. We're just gonna sit here for 48 seconds, apparently. I have failed. Now you gotta stretch it. I'm stuck. Can't even shapeshift out of this. What is this nonsense? EV just isn't really viable out here, only for a daily city run. Yeah. I'm nowhere near a city, so like I don't think there's any EV. I mean, I do live in Hippieville. Surely somebody's got EV out here. It definitely wouldn't be many though. Meteor watching interlude. Oh, I got hit no, and I got hit again before my timer ran out. What is this bullshit? Ah. Jaina, get me out of this. Swear to God, if that, no, okay, we're good. I was gonna say, if that last swally added more time, I was going to cry. Oh no, Cleo. Gotta work on stuff, have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Free, good luck with your work. Oh no, Cleo, the condensation. Is there a lot of options? Even if one charger isn't working or full, you have others close? Yeah. They're really, really not too big of a thing here outside of cities. And the problem is like most of Australia is kind of like clustered on like the coasts. Secured an editing gig. Oh, GG. Congrats. I wish you much luck in your editing endeavors. Hey Free, do you wanna do my Korok War Crimes compilation for me? Because I don't want to do it. I just don't want to go back through all the freaking videos to do it. %of us live on the East Coast. Yep. Because most of the inside of our country is not livable. Wanna go the opposite way and buy a much older petrol car, one that I can actually fix? East Coast. I'm sorry, Smeg. I didn't get to pick the coast I lived on. My parents moved here and then I kind of got stuck here when I got sick. Sure thing. I mean, it was half a joke, but kind of, sort of, not really free. We'll talk about it later. Whee! Run, little kitty, run. I also hate that there's literally only 2 bosses in this place that I need, and they're both near the end of the freaking raid, but I can't skip to mech talk. So, run through the whole thing we do. Okay, you know where to find me? He's not cheating on ya. It's work. I'll edit you. Ayo. Now, boys. Do you need a room? Oh, dear. Tell me what you're saying about me? Something about the conversation in last stream involving tying you up, I believe. I think Panzer said something about taking you up on your offer. Or maybe it was for Cuddles? I don't know. Something along those lines. I was half paying attention. Bloody Free Me came here on holiday before I knew. Oh, rude. Tying people up? Oh, yeah. People in chat being chaos, as per usual. But if you are going to tie people up, remember safe tying practices. Learn proper ties and nothing on pressure points or nerve points. Nerve damage is not fun. Time to play Free Me Out with some music. You know other women? I do. Confidence. Oh my god. Smag. Always have escape. Yes, always have escape. She's in reach. Absolutely what Pommy said. Hannah's mine leave. Oh, have I been claimed by Mel? Always have safety shoes in reach. Always learn like self-tie so you know if the pressure is wrong. And always have what's the word? Safe words. And learn from reputable sources. Don't learn from TikTok, and definitely don't use things like ties and unapproved equipment. Get proper ropes. Trust me, it's worth it. You don't want that kind of damage. Remember my safe word? I don't know. Man, the conversations are wild in today. Ooh, 38% chance. Good attempt, Doc. Use TikTok. No, do not use TikTok for lessons. Absolutely not. There's a website called The Duchy. That is definitely a good one. You said it since I've been here? That's a lot of words, Free, and I do not have that kind of brain today. The Duchy? Yeah, it's called The Duchy. Can share him. I mean, sharing's caring. Won't make you thank you. I have not had enough caffeine for that. Yeah, actually, Rory's Brainworks. I agree with Pommy on that one. Rory's pretty good. We always started a lot of videos by yelling about safety. Yes. Yes. Author Rory is awesome. Also, same, Pommy. Same. It also didn't hurt that he was kind of good looking. Just saying. It's Key? Ah, still waiting for his book to come out? I forgot about the book. Book. Not often I buy books because of TikTok, but there is a couple I have bought. Mostly one called For Whom the Bells Toll. And I don't know if any of you have seen the little TikTok series by the creator who runs the Hell Desk. You know, the help desk in Hell. She did a book. I think Iron Widow was the other one. And the creator who runs the cafe, like Faye, like the whimsical Faye cafe latte mini series, they've got a book too that I think I grabbed. What's cooking good looking? I don't know. What is cooking good looking? My place, it's pizza, specifically pepperoni with extra cheese and garlic bread. Lasagna? Ooh, homemade lasagna or like double lasagna? Still good either way. Still good either way. Nam nam nam. Actually, I haven't had lasagna in ages. I need to remedy that. Tomato. Definitely a cold weather food? Oh yeah, definitely. I like to get like the big family ones and like cut them up when they're still like mostly frozen so that it can just have like a single serve out of the freezer. But it's like cheaper that way. Come on, one zombie. Oh, damn RP. My least favorite part of all of this. Now you're influencing me. I want lasagna. My brain's like, you could make lasagna. Actually, I don't have like a dish big enough to make lasagna though. We need to get a new one. Mine tremors and smashed on my kitchen floor, so I need to get a new one. And y'all stop talking and fight me. They're still talking. Look at all this chatter. But make little lasagnas? You know, that's true. That is true. Hey Shadow, how you doing? I suppose I've got like brownie tin. I could make brownie tin. Mark, how you doing? Weird craving for Christmas pudding? Interesting craving. How's Tales of Vesperia? How you doing this lovely weekend? Oh, thank you for the hat. And it's a skull kitty. How fitting. Oh, hey, Mr. Rastakhan. Can you guys fight me already? That's a great game? Yeah! The Tales games are great. I need to actually get around to replaying those at some point. Everyone's playing too many good games at the moment, and like, choice paralysis is a thing. There's just not enough time to play everything. Like, I just picked up the Altars because obviously we did the demo and I said that we would do an Altars playthrough when it finally released, which it did this week? Last week? Recently. I've been playing Firewatch and like there's 50 other half-started games. It's wild. Was being a pain in my butt, froze once and secret was— oh no, that sucks. Sorry, Mog. Hopefully you get a smoother time with it next time. I hate game problems in middles of streams. It's always stressful. Mine, my pain in the butt game at the moment is The Last of Us. We're having like audio issues and crackles, and it's a butt. which is why I haven't gone back to it yet, because like I haven't entirely solved the problem. Tried like it's got like an audio compression thing, because the loud sounds are too loud and then the soft sounds too soft, and then if I turn it up it overpowers me, but if I turn it back down then chat can't hear anything. So I'm like, this is a butt. So we're tweaking that one still. Wait. That way. My way. Yes. Not me getting lost. Hold on a minute. I got turned around. Ooh, 33 chance, Pommy. Good try, though. Good try. I don't think there's been a successful Hanamae catch today. Yeah, B? Okay. No problemo. Everyone's behaving. Ish. Stream issues are so inconsistent and weird. Play Split Fiction, my VTuber just goes into stutter mode. Play, I'm assuming, a much more graphically needy game like Baldur's Gate 3, no problem. Huh. Though I do feel your pain. I know this particular model is beefy. Again, she has no problem with WoW, which is odd because it's a game that I am actually playing on my PC and I'm not streaming from my Steam Deck right now. But then sometimes I'll play on the Steam Deck and it's like, no, we don't like your model today. It also hates my browser. I cannot have my browser open at all. Tech problems are just weird. But we mitigate what we can and we do the best in the moment. And I'm sure you did what you could, Mug. So now you have me worried about playing Split Fiction. Because that's also on my list to play. Need to get a Steam Deck, but it's expensive. It is. It was about 10 years worth of birthday gifts to myself in the making. We've been talking about like a dual PC setup for a while, just because trying to run off like a single CPU and everything is really intensive for streaming, and it's just not practical. And I wanted a Steam Deck for self-care reasons as well, because like chronically ill and I spent a lot of time in bed or on the couch. So it kind of ended up being like the most cost-effective and like multi-use choice for me. I absolutely love mine. I've had mine since December and I absolutely do not regret the purchase at all. If you spend a lot of time in the Reddits, a lot of them people are trying to decide between like the Windows handheld and the Steam Deck, and I will say a lot of the Windows ones get returned. Don't want to say it was Freemy that set off the chaos, but it was Freemy. Does Split Fiction use Unreal Engine 5? Ooh, it does? Ah, poop. Okay. Definitely that's a Steam Deck game then. That's absolutely a Steam Deck game then. They're on just through a fit, turn the webcam on and let people see my car for the first time in a while. I mean, that works. That works. Oh, cat. Oh, even better. Kitties! Kitties work. Kitties fix everything. Oh yeah, kitties. Hold on. Where's my kitties? Look at the marshmallow. Actually, I probably need to update that picture. Whereas WoW runs on the War 3 engine. I mean, WoW is WoW. WoW is an anomaly sometimes. Also, the Doges, we updated the pack because the pack is obviously updated. Look at the pretty babies. So cute. Hold on. Other than, I think it's Boo, the white and black one on the left. They're all either German Shepherds or German Shepherd mixes. Like, I love the front ones. He did all eyebrows. Like, look at the eyebrows. They're so freaking cute. Loved them. Me cussing a storm and being like, "Here, watch pretty cat." That totally works though, Mug. That totally works. So floofy. Oh yeah, we have... Actually, if you want floofy, look at this little floofy baby. Look at him. He's not that little no more, but like he was so stinking cute. Mav walks in, hands me a wet kitten, says happy birthday, and walks out the door, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this, but sir, you're gonna have to come back and explain where this kitten came from. We live in an area that's pretty big in for dumping, so we kind of, that's how we end up with our ginormous pack of critters. I think we're back in double digits for dogs. 3 cats, unfortunately Chocobo passed, so no bird anymore. But he was a very spoiled boy while he did live. And a mummy cat and a daddy cat. we got big bear. We love bear. This is what Kalaloni looks like now. He's not a big fan of his brother, but you know, he has to deal. See, look at the cuddle puddle. They're sometimes super cute, and then other days they hate each other, so like, I don't know. I think Kel liked being an only cat, and like Mars just wants love and wants to play, but Kel's like, nah, I'm too old for this now, dude. Go away. Whee! Cereal and baking some bread in the air fryer? Excellent. Nom 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 bread. Let's see if Jaina likes us today. Probably not, but we can try. Hey Anton, how you doing, beautiful bean? You've come into the chaos. Well, chillish for the moment. There've been chaos all stream. As per usual. And you just missed the doges. Check the floofy puppers. Look at the babies. Bring the chaos? Ah, you bring the chaos. Okay, bring on all the chaos then. Oh my god. Speak of the devil. Scottish butteries and bacon. What are butteries? I am intrigued. Also, can you share us the bacon, please? I want bacon. Do I have bacon? Oh, actually, I made homemade cheese and bacon rolls. Those were really good. I need to make more of those. Maybe tomorrow if I have the spoons. And now we wait. Hey, Talanji! Get this boat moving, lady. Quest. Anton, Maggie! Booty bits. Are you having a lovely weekend, Anton? Buttery or Rowie is a unique breakfast item with a distinctive, crispy, flaky, flattened structure similar to a croissant. Associated with Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire, it has a pronounced buttery, salty taste. Ooh, that sounds good. Can you just yeet a couple over this way? Please and thank you. Like a salty, flattened croissant, toast it and butter it top notch. Oh, that sounds good. Actually, I'm less chaos. It's too hot. I'm sorry, it's hot. I've had my time with summer. I'm sorry. It's your guys' turn now. Hi, Jaina. Are we gonna beef now? Let's see if I break her this time. I've unfortunately nuked her too hard before, and my loot chest has obviously ended up over in like the water, and you can't go and loot it. So you kind of have to wait for it to go to your mailbox. Jaina, stop! Jaina, stop! Okay, there she goes. Okay, we're fine. Do you really think I've been running, Captain? Yar. Alright. This way we go. Intend any no, do not, whatever chaos you're cooking up, Panzer, no. Behave. Do not drag other people into your chaos. Tut 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 tut. Pommy is just laughing her butt off, being like, yep, this is about right. Had a really, really productive day yesterday, like production like a normal person. Heck yes, I love that for you. Every day Hannah refuses to wear her glasses. We'll buy her something to make herself get. No, do not vacuum into that. My glasses are on, I swear. My glasses are on! They just give me headaches. They're not actually improving anything. But it could just be because I haven't given them time to work. They're not standard ones. Got me proof? Oh my... You dragged Pommy into this too! Okay, hold on. I have to send Pommy a snap. Hold on. Being 33... Oh, that's disgusting, Mog. I'm sorry. I really hate summer, and I honestly do hate that you guys are suffering through it too. Don't give me the Hannah. Do I need to get grumpy? No, I'm wearing them. I promise. Look, I'm sending the snap to Pommy now as proof. Why, look at the happy chungus. Ripped your oven door, by the way, Pommy. I didn't hear my phone do the snappy thing earlier. Sorry. It's the humidity. Yeah, the humidity is freaking feral. Not looking forward to the likely 48. Oh, 48? No, gross. Can confirm Hannah has her glasses on. Thank you, Pommy. They're cute and they're purple. And I look like a total nerd. 70% humidity? Ew. Ew. Enjoy your swamp butt, because that's absolutely what you're gonna get out of that. It's just swamp butt. Alright, the sandal are done. Still have an hour and a half? Holy crap, I'm getting through these quick. Am I missing one? I feel like I'm either just getting through them quicker, or I'm missing some. We've done Panda. I don't do Og. I don't do Antorus because fuck Antorus. We've done Legion. We've done WOD. Is it just Shadowlands left? Suspicious. There you go. You can have condescending head pats. Why, thank you. Hold on. And actually, if this makes you feel better, look. My tuber even put her glasses on. We can matchy. Match. I'm only a little blind. It's mostly just astigmatism and my eyes are overworking technically. So we're trying to train them back to normal. It's just I don't like the feeling of them on my face and they tend to give me headaches. So Blair. Very proud of your productive day though, Anton. Hopefully you get some more soon. Or at least within spoon limits. Because you know, you don't want to overdo it. Run through all the little goals, little goals, little goals. Big boy. Come here, buddy. More people to help with it, though? No. You're not supposed to drag people into your chaos, man, though. Stop that. Wait a second. Why are we on heroic? It's still set to mythic. Lies! Makes me leave again. Dragging guide since no, don't drag guide into it either. Chaos beans, the lot of you. I understand for the first 20 years of my life I didn't have to wear them and now I have to wear them all the time. Still not overly fond of them. I'm only a little blind, okay? I'm only a little bit blind. It's mostly just text and like lights. Because, you know, astigmatism. I get it, because they're overworking. I'm not helping the problem. Blah, 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 blah. And they were expensive, so I may as well wear them. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Looks like there's a couple of new bits and bobs with Midsummer. Yeah, I saw. I spent some time flying around today. I think I got about 1,100 of the flowers on like one character. Can't wear my glasses while I eat because it feels like they're in the way. They're not, but it feels like they are. I also understand that feel. I feel like I'm forever adjusting mine because I can't wear the, like, have the arms too tight to my head. I'm constantly fucking adjusting them. Wearing for work, can't do away with it. I mean, that's a safety thing, though. I mean, I'm not wearing glasses now, and I can read with my phone 3 inches from my face. Like, I can read, it's just a little fuzzy. And it's a little blurry, like motion blur. And it's not that bad. Welcome to mustache life. I mean, Guy's got a pretty glorious beard. I bought him like a pina colada beard wash and he smelled delicious. I do like pina coladas and getting caught. Actually, I've never had a pina colada, so I don't even know what they taste like. I might like pina coladas, and I like getting caught in the rain. Rain is nice. I like rain. Ooh, I don't like it that it's put my auto marks on the inside of the frame. I'm not a fan of that. Work on a computer and have to wear glasses to stop migraines, so work gave me £50 towards them, which was nice. That is kind of nice. GG work. Would you cheat on your husband? With your husband? Yes. Absolutely yes. 68% chance, so close. Nope, no rain. Just bowls. Actually, we had hail the other week. Like, it wasn't huge, it was like thumbnail sized. But we had freaking hail out like nowhere. We're like, oh, hi. Because I thought it was rain. I'm like, no, that sounds wrong. Because it hits my air conditioner in the back of the house. And I'm like, hello? Which is what that song's about. Yeah, actually, the amount of songs we sang as kids that were wildly inappropriate. You look back at those songs now and you're like, oh no, I understand what that song is about now. Like, the amount of people that use Lips of an Angel as a wedding song, I'm like, no, stop it. Put that song down. Put it back in the early, like the 2010s where it belongs, okay? Put that song away. We're going to have some storms today. Ooh, plink, plink, plink. Gasp is frozen. It is frozen rain, but like big rain. Or kids' books. That too. We had an absolute better. Yeah. Ooh. Me and Pengy do wedding our first. Dance will be Rick Astley. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah. The Hinder. All the Hinder. We need to do a reload here because for whatever reason this still bugs and it pisses me off. It's a love song and it's a bonk. You're never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I mean, bonk, bop, both work. We didn't do a first dance thing. Our wedding was like short, sweet, to the point, potluck. Then we fucked off, got changed, and went to watch Star Wars movies. Like, in the cinema, went and watched Star Wars, like, on release. We're nerds, okay? We're both chronically ill. Neither of us had the energy for, like, a full-blown wedding. And the fact that my mother-in-law got as much of one as she did is impressive. We had a Walmart cake, which, she managed to wrangle us, because we put our wedding together in, like, 4 days. I wasn't gonna get married that trip, and then we're like, well, why the fuck not? It's a 4-day wedding. The pastor said he'd do it for coffee and cake. The friend that was meant to take photos cried the entire time. So, like, my favorite photo was one, I think one of my younger brothers snapped on his phone. One brother-in-law looks like freaking Doctor Who dressed up in his little bow tie, and it's the cutest freaking thing ever. And then every year after that, there happened to be a Star Wars movie out every time I visited, and it just kind of became a trend. It was great. You're gonna rickroll your wedding party? Yes! That'd be awesome. Technically, Lips of an Angel is a lot. I mean, Mog's not wrong. It's just about the wrong woman. Actually photographed a wedding, and after their ceremony, look out. Oh, was there a gaslight? I love that. I love that. I love unconventional weddings. There's a wedding photographer on TikTok. He's Aussie, and he's sweary, and he's hilarious. And most people would probably die having him at their weddings, but honestly, if I ever did like a big one, he would be the kind of photographer that I'd want. 10 of 10, love it. Cracking up, but I don't think a lot of the guests got it. Oh, no, that makes me so sad. How could you not get the Rickroll? God damn people. Yep, I'm pretty sure we did dress, cake, rings, like wedding certificate, the whole 9 yards. Everything was under like $300 and pulled together in 4 days. It was good. It was really good. And everyone's like, why didn't you do a big wedding? I'm like, because half of you have done big weddings and you're divorced 2 years later, whereas we're still going 10 years later, and we had better things to spend money on. Not a wedding person, but I think it would be amazing to do one at night by moonlight. Ooh, who the fuck wants the stress of that? Exactly. And my mother-in-law wanted to, like, she kept trying to force a theme wedding on us, and we're like, no, we are not theme wedding kind of people. It was bad enough that I got bullied into wearing white, which I did not want. To be fair, I ended up getting away with just like the bust of my dress being white, and the rest of it was black, because I ended up giving the dress I had picked for my wedding to my sister-in-law because she did not have an appropriate dress to wear, on the condition that the pair of us could wear our combat boots, because we wanted to wear combat boots because it was the middle of fucking winter, and you know, cold. We wanted to wear our boots, but no. My sister got quite a cheap wedding, mostly because we're so active at the church. That's fair. Peggy and I would do cheap and cheerful. I'd be in pearlescent sparkly docks. I love that. The theme is no. We kind of compromised. She helped me pick out a dress because, you know, little sister ended up wearing mine. Oh crap, I was meant to kill that. And she did the cake and organized the pasta for us. So like, we tried to let her be included without giving her like free reign. I love my mother-in-law, I do, but she has ideas, and I'm like, no. And then like she dragged us out for shopping and everything the morning of, so it ended up being a super freaking long day for us regardless. I could not have imagined doing like a full proper wedding, and like I was flower girl and bridesmaid for some Catholic weddings back in the day. No, I was not gonna do that to people. Nope. Was waiting for that to happen. Yeah, I was not paying attention. Tempted to elope, but I'm not giving my mother grandchildren. The least I can do is to have a small wedding if me and Pengy ever decide to actually marry. That's fair. That's fair. And I mean, same. We kind of told my mother-in-law the only grandkids she was getting out of us had Thur. So she's got Mars and Kel. And possibly a Void if I ever get back over there and actually get my Void. And she seems okay with it. Like, she's fine with it. She's realized that all of her kids have paths different than what she wanted for them, and she has to either be okay with that or possibly lose them. And, like, she's grown a lot, and I'm really, really proud of her. I love her. She is a sweetie. I'm pretty sure all of us kids have, like, animals. There isn't a single baby yet. Like, nobody's decided to have human kids. Everyone's like, no. Mom made the bridesmaid dresses and the cake. I love that. My grandmother, my stepdad's mom, made my bridesmaid dress for mom's wedding, and I believe she also made mom's wedding dress. Super duper duper pretty. Mom did a white dress, but she did like a massive like burgundy panel in the back. It was actually super pretty, and like corset details and like embroidery on like the front of the dress. Probably be the sort to get married in a court and then go put on an absolute shit show of a ceremony for the lulz. Like, find some homeless dude to be a pastor for a bottle of whiskey that he's welcome to drink while doing the thing. I could see that. I could see that. So we did the marriage certificate and everything in the courthouse, and Guy kept jumping the gun. She's like trying to explain all the stuff, and he's like, I do. And she's like, we're not there yet, honey. Does a couple of lines again. I do. Sweetheart, you're gonna have to wait a second. Oh my god, it's the cutest freaking thing ever. I love it. 10 of 10. Friend is getting married in September. She's making her own dress. She's an amazing. Ooh, wanting a big party with a free bar and good food. The ceremony can be in the courthouse. I love photographing weddings, but I don't want a big fancy one. Yeah. I feel that. Feel that. I've been in a couple of big weddings so far. Like, my mom's wasn't huge, but like it was still a long day. I've done a full Catholic wedding with my aunt. I ain't about that. I do not have that kind of energy. And it just wasn't our vibe, you know? It wasn't our vibe. I liked our little wedding, and then, you know, fucking off to go see Star Wars. And then it happened to be, I don't remember which one it was, but I'm sitting there in a row behind a guy dressed as a Jedi and a guy dressed as Darth Maul, who ended up like drunk and like puking their guts out. But it was the line where they get the time for the castle run wrong, and I'm like yelling at the screen, being like, no, that's not the right fucking time. And he's just sitting there staring at me like, nerd. I'm like, you married me. Bridesmaid for my cousin, and her wedding was beautiful, but it was 25k. Ouch, that's a big wedding. See, like, we knew we were gonna have to do like visa and everything, and that was gonna chew up the majority of our cost anyway. So we decided the money was far better spent going towards that than anything. I kept telling him from the start I don't want diamonds. He kept insisting on trying to sneak one in for my wedding ring, and he finally gave in and realized that I was serious about it. So I have a tiny little gold band that was his grandmother's. It's an heirloom, and I love it. It's the only piece of gold I can wear that doesn't give me allergies. And I have a tungsten carbide ring, just a little thin band, nothing fancy. I think he's on like his third. He keeps, like, when he lost weight, he lost a couple. I don't even think he wears his anymore. But like, we're not fancy kind of people, and I'm okay with that. Favorite ever photographed was a place called Jimmy's Farm. It was like a mini zoo. I got to go in with a couple and pet some tapirs and an anteater. Diamonds are capitalism anyway. Sapphires were the original wedding jewel. Yeah. Polar bears. Oh, I think the coolest thing I've ever got to see was red pandas and snow leopards. We have snow leopards at the Mobo Zoo, and like their paws are ginormous. They're like spread out. It's like 2 of my hands. Those things would absolutely crush you, but like they're so cute. And I would absolutely be taken out by a snow leopard. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Thank you for the hats, Meg. Sister is one of the only 3 of us who has kids. I always wanted kids, but life happened, and now has experience. Having experienced the energy my niece has, not having kids is probably a good thing. Yeah, like we always said if, but I knew from about 19 the likelihood of me having kids was pretty low because of like health issues. And like we finally made our peace with it. Like I made a deal. I'm like, if I'm not pregnant by 30, you're out of luck, and he agreed to that. And obviously we that came and went. We had our little grieving moment. Even though we kind of already knew it was probably never going to happen. And then again, I helped with Tiny Child, and we've been seeing like one of his friends' kiddos, and he's like, yeah, no, that was a good choice. I'm like, I love kids, absolutely adore them. Just don't want them for myself. Like, I spent 25 minutes or half an hour, whatever it was, getting covered in stamps from fingertip to elbow on both arms the other night because neighbor needed to go have a shower and get ready for a wedding, and her youngest had already showered and gotten dressed, and she was running around like a little nut, messing up her hair and her clothes. And I'm like, okay, come here for a sec. She's like, oh, do you want to check out my stamps? And like, her stamping me kept her on the floor and like relatively clean. Like, I'm happy to be the art palette and whatever is needed, but I can give them back at the end of the day. Never wanted kids at all, even as stepchildren. Then I met Pankies, packaged it with the girls. I adore them though. Yeah, they're mini Gwens. They're so cute. Don't think I'd survive pregnancy with the Emmy and stuff. Yeah, that was a concern for me too. I was warned that it would be hella risky if I could conceive at all. So we basically had warned my mother-in-law from the get-go, like, if she did, it'd be adoption. And then as we got older, we're like, yeah, you're getting fur kids. Like, fur grandkids. Sorry, bro. And honestly, with the way both of our health is, it was probably the best choice because, like, we'd be good parents, I have no doubt of that, but it'd kill the pair of us trying to do everything. And, like, all the circumstances, everything, kids deserve better than what I can give them. They deserve a parent that's going to be active and energetic and can go to every school play and every sport event and do all the things, and they deserve better than that, than basic bitch bare minimum, and I won't do it. Have to deal with the pain of identical twins. Oof. Endometriosis, so conceiving, keeping would be tough. Feel that, Pommy. No, non-identical twin girls as my stepchildren, little crackheads. Oh yeah, they take after dad, that's for sure. They're also definitely spicy. I mean, dad's spicy too, so like that does not surprise me. And like, yeah, any kids Guy and I have would probably also be very spicy. I'm actually kind of terrified to know what like a combination of the pair of us would make, because that's kind of terrifying. No, just no. One is super spicy, the other is silly and quiet. Aww. Cuties. My neighbor's kiddo, her youngest is 7, and she's still at the throw herself, like her full body weight at you for hug stage, and every time I have to remind her, gentle, sweetheart, gentle. You can have her cuddles, but like, gentle. Like, but she's a cutie. We think R has ASD, D is definitely ADHD. That's fair. Can tell which one is which by which one is looking at me with the resting bitch face. Ah. Yeah, RBF do be strong with Guy and I, which is also half the reason I use a tuber, because my facial expressions don't know what an off button is, and it would get me in trouble a lot. Did I break the fight again? No, we're good. And a treat. Welcome back, Saber. Thank you for the treat. I'm running out of P charts. This is a travesty. Oh, the goblin is screaming at me. Man, can you use your inside voice? I know you guys can't hear it, but like, she's screaming at me. Ooh, a 5% chance. Oof. For those that weren't here earlier, it also updated the biddy badges and the sub badges. And a care package. Hydrate, sneaky snack, meds if you need to, and stretch. So now we have like spooky zombie themed sub badges. We got like zombie paws and skelly paws and like little cyborgs and stuff. Really cute. There's even a little demon paw in there. Took me a long time to realize my facial expressions don't reflect my feelings. Nobody ever told me when I was younger that my face was really fucking loud. And now a lot of high school makes a lot of sense. Yeah, my face is very... She screams. She has no inside voice. And it's a problem. My face gives me right the fuck away. Yep, that me. Yep. I mean, spoons were the biggest factor to me becoming a VTuber, but yeah, my face has no inside voice. And again, sometimes also lies. Apparently I also have rustic bitch face, which I was not made aware, like I was not aware of. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense though. Oh dear. So this place is coming back for season 3. We're getting this as a mega dungeon again, which I'm really excited for because I never did it as current content. And it's so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And then we got... This is one of the bosses out of this place as well. We got as a mount. Isn't he cool? Look at this boy. Watch just back a stream where I was in where at one point I was absolutely seething and you cannot tell at all. I mean, that's a good trait to have sometimes, I guess. I have the opposite problem. Was not as fun as current? That's fair. That's fair. I've heard very strong opinions about Tazavesh. Oh, book guy, right here. Skeleton parts over this way. Weapons. No, bones are back the other direction, right? I know a lot of people have a lot of beef with Shadowlands. Like I said, I never did it current, so I don't have the same beef yet. I can imagine how bad the Covenants were back in the day, though, because they're still kind of crappy even now. But there's so many pretties, and I want the pretties, so I'm suffering for the transmog.
I'm lurking over here.
Thank you for the lock, Minx.
Always lurking.
Looking over here. It's the fabric guy. Down the other way. Oh, shit, no! Give me my loot! I mean... Back in the days, yeah, back in the days. At school, I basically learned to become invisible, so it comes, a lot of it comes... Ah, that's fair. I was very... the very stereotypically over-chatty kind of girl stereotype. Except I ran, like, teacher's pettish, which was kind of a problem, as you could imagine. Because kids don't like know-it-alls. And I was definitely a know-it-all. Thank you, ad. Apologies for the ad, folks. To the secret password, and inside we go. See, I thought I was a social butterfly when I was younger. Yeah, it just turns out I was really fucking oblivious to everything. Oopsies. It was definitely interesting looking back on high school and realizing exactly what I thought was happening was in fact not what was happening. But it happens. You learn. You find people that you vibe with. You find your fellow weirdos. Weirdos! Had a period where I effectively stopped talking for 4 years because people would make fun of the way my voice sounded. That's fucking rude of them. But like, also kind of same. I got banned from voice chat. Mostly because people were harassing me because, you know, girls in WoW. Ooh, girls! But like, people would be like, oh, who's the squeaker? And I'm like... Which was one of my biggest worries when I started streaming. But apparently you guys have no problem with it, so oh, hello. Goodbye. I don't need a defensive. Nope. I did mute the girls in voice chat. Yeah, it got to the point like where people were getting like creepy in voice chat, so we just kind of let people assume I was a dude and just banned me from speaking because it got really creepy and just really for a while. Yeah. Took me so long to first use voice chat. That was being screamy and silly. Ah, that kind of girly. Gotcha. Learn how to speak an American accent to catch it. Oh, interesting. I don't like that you had to do that, but like that's kind of cool. Thanks. Hey Selena, how you doing, beautiful bean? Back the other way. Jumpy jump. These days I get accused of sounding posh, which I think is hilarious. I don't even know what my accent is anymore. John said my original accent is long gone now. Aww. See, like, I don't know your voice as anything other than what I've heard, so, like, I can't really comment there, but... Honestly, I love hearing, like kind of fusion accents, where obviously people spoke a different language beforehand and then they started learning English and they've picked up, like, the local accent. Those end up sounding really cool. Like Sad, for instance. Like, obviously, was it an Australian light? Yeah. The guy calls it Aussie light. I don't know how I feel about that. Second gen Irish American, so Chad Corey was aggressively Irish. Ah, makes sense. That makes me sad though. We lost Irish mug? You need to say mate more often? Oh no, I say mate plenty. Guy always giggles when he hears me talking to like delivery drivers or tradies and stuff at the door. And honestly, Aussie tradies, like talking to Aussie tradies is one of my favorite things in the world because there's just a certain vocab and like dialect and everything that kind of goes along with it that can't really be found anywhere else. It's like really, it's kind of polite, but like really informal. And it's just, it's the funniest thing. Like, obviously when my washing machine died, I had to call the delivery drivers for my new one back, and they're like, oh yeah, we got you, mate. We're just around the corner. We'll be there in just a tick. And I'm like, yep, I love this. My response is often, I'm not posh, I just learned to speak properly. My favorite thing is when Americans correct my spelling, and I'm like, my spelling is correct. Don't correct my spelling. Just because you spell color without a U doesn't mean that my spelling of color is incorrect. But I've had them try to use it as an insult. I'm like, we speak Queen's English, not American English. My spelling is correct. Technically, so is yours, but like, my spelling is still correct. I got accused of like the know-it-all thing and the trying to be smarter than I actually was as a kid because I had a big vocabulary because I was a book nerd. And like I had I was hyperlexic, so I had a higher reading grade than I should have for my age. Like I had a college level reading level in like, I don't know, 4th grade or something. I liked books. I was a nerd. Still am. So people are like, what do you do? Read the dictionary for fun? I'm like, no, I just read books. Like, I know in Freeze chat, I am the word nerd. because I know all of the weird words for words on stream. Like, I'm cool with being word nerd. We won freedom and we went, we don't need you, so obvious, right? I think it was because when you were sending like telegraphs and messages and things, you had to like shorten them down, and taking the U out was one like an easy and like sort of cheap option to do it, because you could kind of mimic it with like the O sound in a lot of cases. I had a long argument with people on Twitter over me calling British English standard English. I mean, it is though. Just about every other country speaks the Queen's English, or aka British English, except for America, who use American English. But like, you're technically not wrong. It is the standard. Like even Australia uses Queen's English. We might add a lot of slang to it, but like we're a lot closer to British English than anything else. British, little bit British. Little spot of tea. Yardy. Alright. Giant long boss fight bish. Let's do this. Super interesting seeing how Scottish English is different too. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people say that they can't understand Scottish and Irish, and I'm like, it's pretty easy. But again, maybe being
2 hours later.
pretty much Saber, pretty much. Maybe being Aussie and like a lot of the slang and a lot of it being similar-ish makes it easier for some of us to decipher. I love Scottish, like I love the sound of it. I have a thing for accents, like all kinds of accents. For the longest time, Guy was like, I don't have an accent. I'm like, yes, you do. Like, to me, you have an accent, and your accent is not the same as, say, your friend who was raised in a different state. You both have very different accents. And he's like, no, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, it's just normal. And like, no, you have an American accent. It's normal to you because you're an American, but to everybody else, you still have an accent. And I loved like picking up the little bits and pieces and trying to figure out where people are from based on their accents. And like learning how intonation and like things change based on the languages. Like I know that my voice pitches up for Japanese, which is fairly standard when speaking Japanese because of the way that things are pronounced. There are some languages my brain and my tongue struggle with, because I can't get the words to form in my mouth properly. I have no accent, I have a panzer. No, you also have an accent, mister. Yeah, I figure I just sound weird to people foreign to me. You don't sound weird to me though, but that's maybe because I have been exposed to a lot of accents. I actually quite like your voice, Mog. Antan definitely sounds British to me. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's posh British either, though. Because, like, there's also quote-unquote posh Australian. Like, most people think of, like, Steve Irwin and Crocodile Dundee when they think Australian, which is not the majority of us. I think we have, like, 3 distinct, like, accents in Australia. One being, like, the Steve Irwin, etc. We've got one, so, like, your Nicole Kidman, and that kind of a little bit more posh British-leaning side. And then we've got, I think it's called Broad Australian, which is what mine is. I think mine falls under Broad, which is probably the most common Australian accent. I have a middle-class home counties. Ooh, see, I also like how people just like how different countries describe their accents. Try understand this Scottish VTuber. Pleasant Pheasant. I like Scottish accents though. Actually, I follow a lot of Scottish creators on TikTok. Oh, come on, Soli. Soli? I don't know how to say their name. By the way, they need to die faster! thank you so much for the resub, Selena. 15 months. And yeah, apparently, actually, we're at 3 years next month. It'll be 3 years that since I started on the 14th, and then it'll be 3 years affiliate on the 24th of July. Really awesome dialect she has. I'll have to have a look. It's making bread. Lucky the air fryer goes off on its own. Oh no, yeah, don't burn your bread. That's a travesty. There's still a class distinction in accents in the UK, even if people don't want to admit it. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Nope, no mount. Rude. We've still got Soulpulture and Dominion. Kind of want... let's go Sepulture. I think I prefer doing that one over Sanctum today. I don't know if we're gonna do anything special for 3 years. I have nothing planned. I'm really bad at planning those kinds of events. I don't know what to do. If I learned Japanese, I'd scream it low and deep like like an angry martial arts movie. I tend to end up sounding like the overly cutesy girls because that's what I mostly learnt from, especially when I was in Japan. I was around obviously Japanese schoolgirls, and they speak a million miles an hour and usually do sound rather higher pitched. Not like full anime character kind of girly, but like it's noticeable. Same here in the Netherlands, above a certain province, the G becomes harder sounding. Honestly, accents are just cool. And I don't care what anybody says. They are awesome, and I love them. All kinds. American, Indian, Asian, British, German, Irish, Scottish, everything in between. Sounds like playing drums on a squeaky toy to me. That's fair. Like, こんにちは、はじめまして、どうぞよろしく、はねです。チョコレートが大好きです。猫かわいいですね。Grammar is cool too. The weird local differences that are just so hard to explain. English is a particularly hard one, especially once slang starts coming into it, because obviously we have words that have like multiple different meanings and we tend to confuse the heck out of like non-English. Hold on a minute. I didn't clear this week. Oh, wait, I'm 1 of 11. Nope, we're good. I know what I did. We're fine. Nani ga suki? What do I like? We love our puns. We do love our puns. I've also taken a liking to like Chinese anime or Chinese manhwa lately. Two in particular. Oh, Hannah, don't know the brain rot. Oh no, is that the Ruby-chan thing, Saber? Nanigaski da that one? Because now that you mention it, yeah, I do know that one. Or at least the TikTok version. I don't know if it's different compared to whatever the original is. Of everything that exists solely because words have so many different meanings. Like, my American friends and family are learning that Australia is very tonal, especially with our puns and our slang. Like, mate could mean like 5 different things. Or 10 different things depending on like the tone when you say it. Like, yeah, g'day mate, you're friendly, you're like, yeah, what's up pal, kind of a thing. Or you get fucked mate, and you're like, better get ready to run. It's like, oi mate, alright, you fucked up, you better be careful. Same with like champ, like, good on you champ. You can say that to a kid safely, but you don't ever call an adult champ, because you're looking for beef then. And like right and rightio, also mean about 50 different things. And like, nah, yeah, and yeah, nah. And us shortening everything because apparently we don't like full words. I love teaching people about Cockney rhyming slang. I would like to learn some more about Cockney rhyming slang. Hit me with it. Ooh, 60%. 60% chance. Good try, Pommy. And up to you too. Guide's got pretty good at like translating my Aussie, but I try not to go like too slang for him. But like nahs and yes and all of that kind of thing are just really common. Like it really does tickle me hearing Aussie tradies talk on the phone when they're trying to be like still professional, but it's not the kind of professional you'd think of in any other country. Oh my lord. Thank you for the booty bitties, Panzer. It's really interesting, and I'm having obviously been in other countries and learning from other people. It's really cool to see the differences. Like a professional tradie in other countries, it would not be normal for them to come in thongs with like a bottle of Pepsi and a Mars bar in one hand and be showing you pictures of their grandkids. They'd be keeping it professional, not swearing up a storm. But like that's perfectly normal here, especially in smaller country towns. Like we're not fancy. Like I am a bush kid. I am not fancy at all. I am not a lady. I swear like a sailor. I'm dressed like I'm homeless. I like the simple pleasures in life. I am not fancy at all. Name brand, what's that? I know a few classic words. We used to go for a butcher's, take a butcher's? Huh. And what would that mean? Like what's butchers in this context? Because like I'm thinking of like, you know, the butchering profession, like the cutting up and dissecting of animals and meat. But I'm assuming that's not the context here. Because like you guys also have a thing like you're going for a Chinese, or like I'm like instead of going to get Chinese, I've noticed like some of the phrasing is a little bit interesting. And I love the random conversations we end up having in here. We've gone through like 50 different freaking weird ass topics today, and I love it. Got cars and glasses and now we're into accents and languages. Butcher's hook, look. Ah, so have a look. See, we'd say like go have a looky-loo or a gander or like a sticky beak. What are some other times for like go have a look? Sticky beak is kind of like my go-to. Sticky beak, like sneaky peek, quick peek kind of thing. Like another, like a favorite slang term would be like someone's telling me porcupines. Be like someone's telling me lies. I don't know where the heck that one comes from, but like that one's kind of like stuck with me since I was a kid. Ooh, having a nosy. Yep, that's another good one. Actually, languages are just fun. Keep wondering too if Australia has tonal stuff like Mandarin has tones because of the thing with the rising tone of the end of sentences. We are definitely very tonal. Especially with like particular words, depending on how you say it, it's gonna mean different things. And yeah, I have noticed that we do kind of like raise tone at the end of sentences now that you mention it. Yeah. I don't think most of us really notice it until it's like pointed out or like you become like aware of it. Yeah. I'll half inch that. I'll pinch that. I'll steal it. See, we'd say like I'm gonna nick that, or I'm gonna like I'm a pocket. No, pocket it's kind of American. That's one I picked up from Guy. I think nick it is probably the most common one for like I'm gonna steal it, or like a good old 5-finger discount. Filch occasionally if you're fancy. I still laugh. The Twitch's male genitalia in Dutch. Oh my gosh. Nickit is a Pokemon? Nickit is a Pokemon. It's a sneaky little fox guy. Which I think is rather fitting. You become aware of it, then you forget how to speak. Yes. Yes. Like slightly much like the speaking thing, you then become hyper aware of it, and like your brain kind of like error 404s. I was a mouth breather, and I was not made aware that that was not normal, so I had to train myself to breathe through my nose, and now I occasionally become like super hyper aware of it, and it becomes the weirdest freaking feeling. Brains are weird. These are just Cockney slang words. I don't use them that much. I didn't think you did. Slang is weird. It also depends on like the company I'm in. Sometimes I will get a little bit more bogan. I get bogan when I'm angry. According to Guide, I tend to dip into bogan a bit. Most of the time I wouldn't say I'm posh, but I wouldn't say I'm particularly slang heavy. I can't even say I'm not slang heavy because it really depends on the slang. Like, I'm still giggling at when I, like, obviously went to the States. We went shopping at Walmart, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I guess I'd better wait. You know, my brother's been pushing the trolley around, and she's like, I'm sorry, the what? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that shopping trolley is not the common phrase for this thing. Look at his little walking robot booty. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We also use porkies, but I can't remember where that comes from. Neither! I know that we use porkies, but I don't know where porcupines comes from. There's also a couple of very inappropriate phrases I learned as a child that I will not repeat because I do not like them. But there are definitely some bad ones my family used. But while like fair would not fly as politically correct anymore. I also learned that my childhood nickname was not actually cute, like I thought it was, and they were actually calling me some rather rude things instead. I'm like, oh, fun. Thanks, guys. Extra funny because our current Prime Minister called another politician that in Parliament, just to make that extra fun, and hearing that come out of a politician's mouth makes me cackle. Pork pies equals lies, right? Yeah, I think so. But, like, I wonder if there was, like, a particular, like, instance that became a thing. Yeah, someone's telling porkies or porcupines. It's just rhyming slang. That too. We tend to like to rhyme things and shorten things. Don't even understand half of our own damn slang. I know that there's slang. I couldn't tell you where the fuck it came from, though. I can only tell you what we use it for. Oh, Dad also used cobblers as an explanation? That's actually kind of cute, though. I just now realized you weren't saying porcupines. No, porky pies. Like, pork pies. Yeah. I speak very fast, and I understand that it kind of smooshes my words together a little bit sometimes. Dum, 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 dum. It's the squirrels. Yeah, not porcupines. Nope, this way. I'm going the wrong direction. Whee! Ooh. You're kind of spiky there, lady. Like, that's a lot of spikes. Did you not grow out of your edgy emo phase? A fun language thing I've heard recently is that OK stands for all clear, but deliberately misspelled because there was a weird slang trend for that a century ago. Ah. Well, okay then. So did we get, like, OK spelled O-K-A-Y? because of the letters okay? Because that's where I thought that came from, but like, did okay come after, like the full word come after the abbreviation? Also, thank you for the treat. Like, the trend is totally forgotten, but the phrase is nearly universal now. Yeah. And like, we've even then changed it because we got like okie dokie and oakley dokley and all sorts of other like iterations of it. Words are interesting. I will say one big perk of moving to digital books means that I can just tap a word and Google what the heck it means, because I still constantly find words. I'm like, what the fuck do you... Like, I know that word, but I'm not quite sure of the definition of that word. And so I can go look it up without, like, disturbing my book too much, which I really do appreciate, but... Red was still semi-warm, so good? Excellent. Pretty sure, yep, okay is just expanding the letters. Huh. Because I could have sworn it was meant to be like the other way around and that okay was an like the letters was an abbreviation, but to learn that it had happened the other way around is actually really cool. I love that I have a community of nerds who are happy to learn things as well. Like, we learn so many weird and random things coming to stream some days. And I love it. Also, I like the amount of food items that get used as dyes in other foods. Like beetroot juice for strawberry ice cream. The ability to look up words was really helpful when I started reading the Sherlock Holmes stories. My biggest culprit were Brandon Sanderson, Naomi Novik, and Robin Hobb. Hobb especially. I've had to look up so many freaking words in Hobb's books. Hair, bulking out everything. Yeah. I wish I had access to Google when I read A Clockwork Orange. See, I still haven't read that. Eat up the little guys. Like, sometimes you kind of question yourself. You're like, I know that word. I have a general gist of it, but like, am I actually correct? Do I actually know this word? And honestly, I'd rather just check. And there are just some words where like, I've seen you before, but I've never seen you in context, so I don't actually know what you mean. Been reading Tolkien's letters, and that man's writing definitely requires a dictionary. Yes, yes, it does. Other than The Hobbit, I hate to say it, you could not pay me to go back to reading Tolkien. I'm sorry. No. I can appreciate the beauty of it and everything that it was and it started, but you, no. Just no. So tanky today. Totally that, the number of words that you know the vibe of but couldn't define. Exactly! That's exactly what that is, yes. And I hate when people are like, what did that word mean? One moment. I need to double check to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. And honestly, I hate to say it, a lot of people, not enough people can admit that they don't know everything or that they don't have enough information on a topic and will like go educate themselves instead. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit that I don't know the meanings for a lot of words that come out of my mouth sometimes, and I'm like, hold up, am I using the right word? I need to go check. Hold up. We're gonna go check. Like, yeah. Attempted the Silmarillion at 14. I made it one chapter. I think I did about the same. Silmarillion is definitely where I left off. I did the main series just before each movie released. I don't remember this fight being this much of a butt. I've never had these flowers pop up. What the heck? Yeah, well, they're dead now. Started Lord of the Rings at 12. Yeah, I definitely started about... No, it was definitely well and truly before high school. Because I managed to read each book before the movie came out. Like, I started high school in 9, 10, 11, 12, so that would have been like 2002, 2003? Also, words change in definition. Some words we use now meant the complete opposite. Exactly! Never read Lord of the Rings. I need to eventually. Ooh. It was a beautiful series, but again, it's definitely a one and done. I'm not going to go back and repeat this experience kind of a series for me. The Hobbit, yes, I loved The Hobbit. I still have like the riddles in the dark memorized. That was my favorite part of it. But yeah, I'll stick with the movies for those. They did absolutely smash the movies, so you know, can't fault me there. Was one of those kids that read above their age at the time. Not surprised. I think a lot of us probably were. I think one of our teachers decided to read The Hobbit to us during school, and she ended up having to ban me from answering the riddles to give the rest of the class a chance because I already knew the answers. Oops. Like 30 red horses on a red hill. First they champ. 30 white horses on a red hill. Sorry. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still. What are they? Tolkien wrote a "Why did the chicken cross the road" joke. 5 pages of it would describe the fields on the other side of the road. Frickin' exactly. I read The Hobbit at 8 and immediately started Lord of the Rings. It took me 3 years. I started the Silmarillion and that took me 3 attempts over several years to get through it. I will admit, I never got through it. I put it down and that's one of the few books I've ever did not finished. I know this one, 30 horses, the clue's in the first line. That one's one of my favorites. I like that riddle. Does anybody know the answer? Obviously Doc does, but like, does anybody else know the answer? Uh, 30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still. What are they? Not actual horses, it's a metaphor. Munches on noms? I mean, that might not be intended as a hint, but that's definitely a hint. What do you munch with? Chomp chomp. Teeth, exactly. Yes. The white horses are your 30 teeth on your red gums. It's a metaphor. That means it's a lie. Technically, yes. Metaphor was a good game. Yeah, that one doesn't trigger a memory at all, unfortunately. Anduin, buddy. My espresso depresso pal. We'll get you out of this. It's okay. A more recent RPG made by the Persona team. Oh, that one. Yes. I know which one you're referring to now. Yep. I haven't played it. Don't do it. Don't do what? What are we not doing? Don't turn him into Prince Harry. But I like Anduin. He had a lesson he had to go through. Okay, he had to feel his feels and he had to deal with the thing. Literally, the only reason I kept going was because I wanted to learn more about the wizards. There's one single sentence about wizards in the Silmarillion. It's the very end and it says, and then the wizards arrived in... That's such a fucking letdown! I'm so sorry, Anton. That sucks. You'd be better off going, like, reading, like, the Wizards of Earthsea or something. Something cool. Or, Diana Wynne Jones had so many great witch and wizard books when I was a kid. A lot of people don't realize that she actually was the one that wrote Howl's Moving Castle. That's actually a Diana Wynne Jones book. I blame the Wiz. We all blame the Wiz. She had a series called, I think it's Crestomancy. EWJ, she has also books about griffins. She does. Yeah, the Crestomancy books. I'm so glad somebody else knows them. Yes! I was obsessed with those when I was younger. And like Isabel Comedy and the amount of people that have never read the original How to Train Your Dragon books by shoot, what's her name? Fuck. Cressida Cal. Cressida Cal wrote the How to Train Your Dragons books. She created our lovely Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third. So many great like fantasy books that get slept on. Obviously everybody knows the big ones. They know Lord of the Rings and they know Harry Potter and they know Discworld, but like there are so many good series that got slept on. And like almost next to nobody knows Diana Wynne Jones. That makes me so happy. Thank you, Pommy. Most of the wizard lore is in The Apprentices of Lord of the Rings. I never read those because why would you read it? Oh, appendices. Yeah. Look at that. Totally paying attention to this boss fight. Yep. We're not totally being book nerds instead. Oh, the Inkart books. David Eddings. I don't think I ever did Eddings. I never did Robert Jordan. I've never read Wheel of Time. Yes, I know. Fantasy nerd blasphemy. Terry Brooks Shannara books. I didn't read until I was an adult. What else do we have? There's so many. My brain no function. Read a bunch. Oh, Raymond Feist. Yes, yes. I was a big Tamora Pierce fan. I still am. I loved Tamora's books. I will still maintain that they partially shaped me into who I am today. Because I was a massive, massive tomboy when I was younger. I still am. Let's be real. And she was the one that taught me that being a girl didn't mean that I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do just because they were mostly boy things. And that if I had to headbutt my way and be a bullet again, be as stubborn as fuck to get it done, then that's what I had to do. But I could do it. Adore her books. The new Inkart universe. Ooh. I didn't realize there was going to be another one. Ooh, Aragon. And it's the Inheritance Cycle, I think, is that series. Aragon. I did a lot of Kate Forsyth. Her Witches of Eleanon? I don't know how to pronounce that one because I've only ever read that name and I've never heard it pronounced. I loved those books. My grandmother had a copy and I begged her to give them to me and she refused. And I managed to snag the full set for ridiculously cheap and I happy cried. I adore those books. Also another really great series with strong female characters. Obviously classics like Artemis Fowl. Good old Artemis Fowl. And like the Keys to the Kingdom. The Old Kingdom series by Garth Nix. Absolutely adore Garth Nix. He has a couple of books I haven't actually read. I do have them, I just haven't gotten around to them yet. Yes, the Ab Horson trilogy. Though there's a couple of extras on that, so it's not a trilogy anymore because there's Sabriel, Lyriel, Clariel, Terciel, and crap, I can't think of the other name on that book. Oh yeah, and Golden Hand. And Golden Hand. So there's technically 5 and then like an offshoot, like the Across the Wall companion that goes with that one. I've got all of them but haven't read them. Ooh, you're in for a treat then, Pommy. I did an Old Kingdom reread, I think the start of the year. I think it was between my Sanderson reread for Wind and Truth and me starting Realm of the Elderlings. Also amazing. Everybody keeps telling me that it's going to break my heart, and it's honestly nowhere near as bad as people make it out to be. It is a very, very human series. Like, the way Hob writes characters is amazing. 1,000 out of 10. Northern Lights trilogy. Oh yeah, the Philip Pullman at the Golden Compass and stuff, right? That series? Am I thinking of the right one? The Worst Witch books. I haven't read the books, but I have seen the series, like both iterations of the series. So the one with the old Mildred, and then the one with Bella Ramsey. I loved The Worst Witch growing up. Mildred Hubble. We don't talk about the film. I don't think I've seen the film, to be honest. What film? I don't know what you're talking about, Pommy. Hated the Northern Lights trilogy. I can't say I was too much of a fan. Oh, The Book Thief, and what was the other series I'm thinking of? Shoot. My brain is struggling on some of these. I feel like if I saw the books again, I'd know it, but like, brain is error-for-ing. So many books. Mad Mickelson needs the bad guy in it. Recently did The Knife of Never Letting Go on Amazon Prime. I'll take the hit if you want, Pommy. I'll watch it. You read the books? Yes. Forever and a heck ago, but yes. Never found anyone who has? Really? Yeah, I read the books. I had them all. I will admit, I technically even read Twilight in my day. I had chickenpox. I was stuck at home, and I read, like, the whole series in, like, the 2 weeks I was stuck at home. I had finished one while Mum was at work, and I'd make her bring the new one home for me. Oh, dear. Also, Secret Garden and A Little Princess. I very rarely know anybody else that's read A Little Princess or seen the movies, for that matter. The movie was so sweet. Made me sad, but still so sweet. Read Twilight, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, I was like a teenager at the time, so like, it was acceptable. Read both, saw the film? Yes! Pommy gets all the bonus points. Oh, my bags are so full. Ugh. Brought Northern Lights books, having watched The Golden Compass because I was intrigued and I'm giving them away. I feel like we need to compile this into a list. So many things I feel like I need to catch up on now. No, don't feel pressured to catch up on things. Honestly, so many of us probably have TBR lists that are going to last us until we die, so we definitely don't need to add any... Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Don't need to add any pressure to add to anybody's lists. I know my TBR list is like just what I have downloaded on my tablet right now is probably going to do me for the rest of the year at this rate. I think I'm at 79 books this year as it stands, and that still hasn't really made a dent in my TBR. Okay, a bit better. Time to make ice cubes. Also grabbing ice cream. Ooh, what kind of ice cream? Also, please share. I would like some ice cream. Ooh, I want boysenberry ice cream. Or the cafe latte, like the Cafe Grande one by a Connoisseur. That one's really good. Oh, shit. Floor hasn't spawned yet. Don't walk that way. Read some amazing Buccaneer books as a child. Could never find them to buy. Then I discovered they were solely published for schools and are impossible to find. Ah, that sucks. I'm assuming most of us have read the classics, like, obviously Anne Rice. Not that she's, you know, the greatest of people anymore. Anne McCaffrey. Because, you know, Dragon Rider's a pun. Another book I'm thinking of. It's not The Book Thief, but it's similar. My brain just does not want to let me dig into what that book, the book I'm thinking of is. Obviously, who else got traumatized by Watership Down as a child? Especially when ABC did the TV series and put it on ABC Kids. Watership Down. Like, really? Really? One of my favorite books as a child was called The Ghost Drum and the Makasu. Yeah! I do like Suzak. Let's go. The same author also wrote the Puddle Lane series. That one doesn't ring a bell. Wait, did anybody else read Enid Blyton, like the Magic Faraway Tree and stuff? Please tell me there's some Enid Blyton fans in chat. And crap, who wrote Peter Rabbit, Jemima Puddle Duck, all of those ones. Can't think of her name right now. Famous Five? Yeah, Famous Five. Faraway Tree as a kid. Nancy Drew. Oh, The Babysitter's Club. Ah, brain is now firing off all the damn books. Beatrix Potter, thank you. That's exactly who I'm thinking of. Thank you, Doc. I could not think of her freaking name. They love the frog. The frog. Potter was on drugs? I mean, a lot of authors back then were on drugs. Oh, how are we missing the Chronicles of Narnia? How have none of us brought up Narnia? Little Lane was a TV series when I was a kid. It sounds familiar, but it's just not sparking, you know? What's a Narnia? You don't know the Chronicles of Narnia? Like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? It's Narnia business, that's why. But well played, well played. Because Narnia's kind of mid. I mean, yeah, but like most of us read it as kids, right? Or maybe I had escapism fantasies, because I mean, you're probably a little young. Probably. Actually, speaking of kids shows, does anyone remember a show called The Animals of Farthing Wood? Because nobody ever remembers The Animals of Farthing Wood. With the foxes, I was obsessed as a kid. Loved that show. Anyway, I'm gonna like hop back because I don't think we really have time to run anything. Oh, actually, we could go to King's Rest real quick. That'll feel like 5 minutes. I have the book. Nice. Yay! Because I very rarely ever find anyone that remembers Farthing Wood, and that makes me so sad. I still have the book. Even better. So many great books. Not enough time to read them all. Like, when I die, I'm coming back as a ghost just to read all the things I didn't get to read while I was alive. Protect your libraries, peeps. Oh, Redwall! Yes, Brian Jacques! Think I brought it after watching the TV series? Probably. Probably. I love how there are so many really good kids TV shows. Like, I wish we could just get reruns of a lot of them for kids these days. They're missing out. I know Guite's been trying to start a collection so that, like, we're not losing it, but... Ghost Drum introduced me to witches with chicken leg huts. Also not one I think that rattles the brain noggin at all. Never read nor what. Oh, so you've been spared the Watership Down trauma. Okay, okay. Those rabbits, man. Those fucking rabbits. Baba Yaga? Do you like some Baba Yaga stories? Did like Redwall. I don't think I finished Redwall, but I did read Redwall, or at least start it. I'm aware of the trauma. Ah, I play tank, I can't read. That's not an excuse. Guy's my tank and he reads like a freaking... reads almost as much as I do. What kind of tank? That is tankist. It is a little bit tankist. Also, Lala tanks. Lala tanks were always the angriest little tanks, and it was always the funniest. That makes sense. I've read 100 books this year. I think you have me beat. Like I said, I think I'm at 79 this year. Did get Animal Farm in primary school. Oh, I did get Animal Farm and Lord of the Flies. What was the other one? There was another one during... It wasn't primary school. It was high school for me at the very least. There was like definitely a couple of other semi-disturbing ones. And I'm like, are you really making us read this? Bridge to Terabithia. We got Bridge to Terabithiad. Ah, Makote, you're a cute kitty boy. Naturally. Lord of the Flies after my brother had to study it at school. Yeah, we did Lord of the Flies. Actually, that one wasn't half bad. Looking back at it. Choco Caramel? What about Choco Caramel? Because yes to both. Gib. Please and think. It was not entertaining? No, it was not. It had some great messages, but it was not a fun book. Ice cream? Ooh. Yes, please. Do share. Other books. See, like, I'm mostly fantasy. There was one, like, standout author for me as a kid, because it's sci-fi. Sci-fi or action, because it's very military-based, and that would be Matthew Riley, would be, like, my odd author out for me. Riley's an absolute total nerd himself, and, like, I loved his writing. And he blends history and, like, real events together, and I really, really enjoy the way he does it. Especially his Jack West Jr. Series. So he's kind of like an odd one. But yeah. Lord of the Flies wasn't meant to be fun. Oh, I know. I enjoy Matthew Riley. Yay! More Matthew Riley fans! I met him during high school. He came to our school for like a talk. And technically it was only meant to be like the older kids who got to see him. But we didn't quite have enough like to fill out like the thing, so they let my English class join. And I asked him a question about Contest, about the monster from Contest, and he signed a book for me, so I got signed Hell's Island and from him during high school. And then I met him again at a convention years later, and he actually remembers coming to my school, which is really cool. Cherub series. Name doesn't ring a bell, but I am really bad with names sometimes, as you've seen so far. Children Spies? No, I don't think that one rings a bell. Nope, go away, ads. Met Sanderson, shook his hand, and have like 3 books signed. I know, and I'm jelly. They tail like orphans and always runs away and trained to be spies. Pretty good. Okay. Probably sounds up my alley. My TBR right now. Look at everything. Have read any Sanderson? That's okay. People either love him or hate him. He's very polarizing on Reddit, especially Our Fantasy hates him because of his popularity and how often he is recommended. So it is not uncommon to find them absolutely slandering the shit out of Sanderson on a regular basis. First, they attacked him for his simpler prose because he wanted his books to be accessible to people, and so they're like, "Oh, it's just too simple, and we don't like it." And now he's added more flowery prose to his latest book, and now they hate that. So like, the poor guy can't win. Thought guy was gonna lay down. He probably was laying down, and I'm gonna guess either he's had hearts or the cats were being little turds. Slandering Sanderson just built his legend. I mean, people are gonna like what they like, and people are gonna be turds nonetheless. But like Tolkien then. Yeah, like Tolkien. Uh-huh. Also, the amount of people that don't understand that they didn't know that Robin Hobb is a woman and have assumed that Hobb is a man. And I'm like, that was a deliberate choice. Her name is actually Megan Lindholm, and she does actually also write under her actual name, but Hobb is a pseudonym. And it was because, you know, she knew she wouldn't get very far having released as a woman, which is just sad. But it is what it is. And they just assumed that Hobbs' characters are, you know, Hobbs' books are written by a man. Like, nope, that's a lady. Oh, he wants to drag you into bullying me into wearing my glasses every day. Because I'm not wearing my glasses as often as I should. I didn't know that? Yeah. It was really common in the time period that women didn't get enough of a look, especially in fantasy, because it was the man's domain, because, you know, Tolkien and Martin, all of the others at the time. So yeah, she wrote under a more androgynous sounding name to improve her sales. Same as like there's actually it's actually a common thing. Oh my lord, amongst authors. Never read any of her books, so they're really good, Antan. They're really good. Woo! Grats on the catch for me. Oh, there's my loot chest. Spooky, scary skeletons. Such a screech. You know the reason why she picked Hobb? Not off the top of my head, no. Never read any Hobb. I did when I was younger, and I picked them back up, like I said, this year because I hadn't finished them all, and honestly, I have been loving them. She's gonna fucking... she's giving a character a happy ending, and I'm feeling very, very suspicious about it. And she's going to fucking break my heart again. But, like, they're also... they've been described as misery porn. They're really not. They are very, very human books. The way she writes her characters are phenomenal. If you're looking for, like, massively, like epic fantasy, they're probably not gonna be your thing. Especially if you want action on every other page. She's definitely not your author, but, like... her characters and her stories are phenomenal. I love them. As an author I read a lot as a tween, I can't remember the name of the theme of the books. I'm getting mad at my brain about it. Oh no! You'll remember it when you least expect it. Like, you'll stop thinking about it for a while and it'll just pop into your head. She went to a bookstore, looked at what letter was at eye level on the shelf. Hey, that's actually kind of smart. I like that. I think Robin had to do with like one of her favorite birds or something, right? And because it could be both like a male and a female sounding name. It was a little bit ambiguous. That's actually kind of funny. I like that. That's so smart. She's got some really, really good magic systems too. And she actually talks about magic consequences, which not a lot of, like, fantasy authors bother with, which bugs me. Right. Well, brings us to raid time. Snooze, go away, ad. We don't want you. We're about to raid out. Thanks for hanging out and talking shit and teaching me things. And being the gorgeous, amazing, wonderful chaos beings that you are. It was a ton of fun. I definitely started with like no energy, but now I'm kind of hyped. So I'm gonna go enjoy my pizza and I don't know, catch up on something. Use this little second wind burst of energy I got going on. I was gonna write a whole essay about magic systems. I love like there's so many good magic systems out there, and there are some not so great magic systems. Thomas something? Thomas. Oh, actually, speaking of authors, Nyx is one that gets big stars from me because he specifically wrote strong female characters in all his books, knowing full well that he could get away with it in a way that female writers couldn't. He wanted the stories out there, and he knew that because he was male, he wouldn't cop the shit the female authors would for writing those books. So he used his male privilege to put those stories out there and to help pave the way for more like female-led books, and I love him for that. Like Nyx is a gem, Garth Nyx. So the guy that wrote the Old Kingdom series and like the Keys to the Kingdom, it gets the left-handed booksellers of Bath. But specifically his Old Kingdom series. Yeah, the Mr. Monday series. Wonder if I can get him back old Goodreads? Ooh, maybe. Alright. Hello, chat. Let's see who's on. No, Cord. Stay. Stay. Thank you. What a cool thing to do. Yeah, I really I loved it. Like, I read a couple of interviews about him. Because obviously, you know, when I pick up a series again, I kind of get a little bit obsessed sometimes. As you do. And I was looking for information on why he chose strong female leads, because you don't typically see that of male authors a lot. They'll obviously usually write what they know, men. And I was curious about his, you know, on all of it, and honestly, it's really freaking cool. Really freaking cool. I love it. I love it a lot. The thing I hate a lot about magic systems is plots that way too many rely on a magical arms race to win. That's true. That's true. I do believe it was Doc who introduced me to the Scholomance series, and I do thank you again for that, Doc. I did really enjoy those. Same with Temeraire. Temeraire was also amazing. All right, who's on? Adorable. Been wanting to find books where there's use of magic is cleverer. As an aside, the Dresden Files. I've heard of the Dresden Files. I haven't actually read them yet. You know what? Kit could use a viewer boost. Let's go say hi to Kit. Treat yourself, they're great. I think we have them, I just haven't read them. And I will, once I finish Realm of the Elderlings, I will tack them onto the TBR, because like I still have 9 books to go. I think my next read will be tackling Dune. Ooh, see, that's one I haven't done either. I will admit there's some of the quote-unquote big classics that I have never read. And probably never will. I don't want my fantasy to feel like an essay. Like, I love Tolkien and I love everything that he did and everything that he stood for, but you could not pay me to read Tolkien again. Just no. Apparently it's not a great read. Ooh. See, I keep hearing like a lot of mixed things about, say, like Malazan. Some people in the fantasy space highly suggest it, and others are like, eh. Like, I don't know. I guess take a crack yourself and see what you think, because you're the only person that can form an opinion on that. But thank you all for hanging out today. I appreciate the chaos, even though I tried to have a nice chill, cozy little stream today, and you're like, no, chaos. All the chaos. Or rather, of its time. Ah, that makes sense. VODs will go up tomorrow as per... usual. I said the C word, oh no. I should know better by now. VODs will go up tomorrow as usual. I wish you all a safe and magical rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Much love. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I shall see you all next week, hopefully. Between human also to read. Bye. All right, let's go see Kit. Also, feel free to drop books, if you remember, into Discord so that everybody else can have a look at some of the suggestions. We had like Crustomancy and Old Kingdom and all sorts of other ones. So like, if you can remember some of the ones you've mentioned in stream, please go drop them in Discord for everybody else to go follow up on, because I am not going to remember them all. All right, catch you later, beautiful beans.